Welcome everyone to the JK Podcast, the only podcast that looks better in glasses.
I don't know, JK, I guess, based on everyone else's opinion.
Well, I don't have to wear glasses, but I think I look okay in glasses. I look more like Drew Carey when I have glasses on.
Well, yeah, because you had those fake, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Except now he's really thin.
Yeah, he's super thin now.
It's funny, I was actually watching old...
Oh, and we lost Josh.
Old clip, but... Anyway. Probably hear that playing. But
Are you back? Hello? Hello?
where'd I go?
You, disappeared for a split second. You started talking about Drew Carey, and then you just disappeared.
Lag. Yeah, the typical airplanes. Maybe the airplane's disturbance. I don't know.
All right.
But I'm here.
We still have to say, I'm Ken O'Connor.
Right, and I'm Josh Brandman.
And currently recording on June 6, 2017 at 9:33 p.m. This is the JK Podcast, episode 45.
Right.
Almost that legendary 50. 5 away.
Hey, then we get a big party.
Really? We get a party for that?
Yeah.
Or we can do the JK Pizza Party, or we just record while eating pizza?
Actually, our peanut butter and jelly thing was a hit when we did that.
That was a hit, but the entire thing was we were going to do that during I Am Bread. We couldn't get that to work at all.
Well, I still demanded that I got food, so... yeah, no. I don't know.
It's very easy to bribe you with free food.
Because food's good, man.
I know. You just like when it's free.
Wow.
You do. Do not deny it. Well, I can't.
I'm not denying it.
No one can deny that. Free food always tastes better.
Right. And I'm supposed to put cake on you again, apparently.
No, not until the next 2,000 videos.
Oh, baby, we're going to record every day then. Let's go.
I'd like to. Ken, you should see him at a buffet. I have seen him at a buffet. It's horrifying.
Oh my god. Come on.
No, it's just horrifying the fact that you can put away so much, even more than me or other people. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
This is the most long-winded intro to a podcast yet.
Right.
Welcome to the JK Podcast. This is our pre-E3 episode. E3 starts this weekend. This Saturday, actually, is the kickoff with the first press conference. And,
oh, really?
Yep. I forget who it's like the know-nothing, crappy companies this Saturday. And then Sunday is Microsoft. Tuesday is Sony. Monday is Sony. Tuesday is Nintendo. The big.
And then they all just do whatever for the end of the week, right?
Well, yeah. Nintendo's the last to present, but they have their demos going all week, and the treehouse, and the booths, and all that stuff. So that goes on the entire week.
Right.
And I think Ubisoft and FromSoft and other companies are presenting sporadically in between the big press conferences too. So.
Something wrong with your mic?
I think he's talking about the fact that it's a delay. Remember? Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess that's good. I didn't even realize though it starts on Saturday.
Yep.
But
let me see if I can pull up the.
a schedule? Yeah, link me if you can.
Will do.
But yeah, I mean, so basically right now we're just gonna be talking mainly about kind of E3 stuff. So we're gonna kind of go away from our normal schedule.
Yeah, usually
kind of skip right to that.
Yeah, for those of you new to the show, we usually talk about the games we've been playing, the shows we've been watching, all that good stuff. But today is all video game focused, E3 talk out the wazoo, because this is the biggest time of the year for people like us. This is our second Christmas almost.
Yeah. So, if you like that stuff, good. If you don't like that stuff or don't know about that stuff, apologies in advance.
Yeah.
All
right, here's just...
We still love you. We hope you come back some other time, but don't shy away from even just listening now. We might still be entertaining.
Yes, and thank you for everyone who showed up to our live show right now on Twitch and YouTube. We have 6 people right now in the Twitch stream. I think we have 4 on the YouTube space. So thank you guys all for showing up for the live show. It means a lot to us.
EA is going on Saturday.
Yep, EA is first on Saturday. We got Microsoft and Bethesda.
I think these are in order, right?
Yep, they're in order.
Yeah, so literally just EA.
Yeah, they're on Saturday. Then we have Microsoft, Bethesda, and Devolver Digital on Sunday. We have PC Gaming Show, Ubisoft, and Sony on Monday. And then Nintendo bring up the rear on Tuesday.
All right. Sounds pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So where do you want to start today? We also have Nintendo came out today with the Pokemon Direct, 8-minute Direct. Do you want to start with that, or do you want to save it for the end with the Nintendo talk?
Um, oh, that's a good point. Um, I don't know which way works best for you.
I say let's start. Let's start off strong. Let's start off with Nintendo and just talk about that for a while because I think that we have the most to say about Nintendo.
Right.
I
So you
don't.
want to start off with the direct then?
Yeah, let's start with the Direct.
I just figured to write it up at least in our outline by like chronological
Yeah.
and how things were happening.
Yeah.
But
All right. Let's start with the Direct. Let's start with the Direct then. So, Nintendo today had the Pokemon Direct. This was announced like last minute.
like 24 hours before the thing, they were like, "Hey, there's a thing."
Yeah,
So,
it was
yeah.
it was interesting too because Pokemon usually has a direct every May-ish around that time where
Hmm.
they announce the new Pokemon game, whether it be the next gen or like a remake. Like every year, it's been around May. We've gotten the announcement for the new game.
Yeah, so like when I mean, this was kind of the part that I was hoping to talk about a little bit with you is kind of so you heard that announcement and going into it, I mean, what were you expecting? Like what was your
Oh, I think
thoughts on
I
that?
think I was expecting what most people were expecting. I was expecting Pokemon Stars on the Switch,
Hmm.
which I assumed would be either a sequel or a just a HD remake of Pokemon Sun and Moon on the Switch. I was expecting Tekken for the Switch, and
Tekken? What? Wait, you're
uh,
saying Tekken for?
no, Pokken,
Oh,
yeah.
uh,
Well, it's because it's Tekken Pokken. It's like this.
you,
That's the
right, right. Okay.
and or I was expecting Pokken for the Switch.
Uh-huh.
I figured they didn't want to lump Pokemon in with their normal E3 Direct, so I figured they would announce Pokemon Stars. I could see Pokken being put in the direct in the main E3 Direct, but I figured Pokemon Stars would be a like its own standalone thing. That's a big deal. The
Hmm.
fact that Pokemon's coming to the console, not the handheld market for the first time. But going in, that's what I expected. I expected a Switch Pokemon game.
Yeah. I started watching a lot of like random YouTuber people talking about the direct upcoming and what it maybe could be and their thoughts on it.
Mhm.
And I actually got really excited when hearing even this news about it could be a Gen 1 remake because
Did you hear that from Game Explain with Joe Merrick?
no, there was someone said it before that. But then it
Okay.
was funny because then I listened to that right after like wait a sec. But I can't remember what I read it for I don't know, but like there's a whole thing because of as they said even on there like one of the websites or something were kind of pushing for that based on that re-release. Well, not re-release, but the new Pokemon movie with all the old stuff.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, that could actually be really good. I was really excited for that, surprisingly. But
That was a big theory, and there was also the Diamond and Pearl remake because,
yeah,
like you mentioned, that new movie, one of the main characters has a
Lucario,
Piplup, the other one has Lucario.
right? Yeah, so it was kind of teeing that up, and also you think about it, it's like, well, it was 11 years ago since that came out, which I don't know how that was 11 years ago, by the way.
I remember picking that game up in Smith Haven Mall, and
Mm,
then like we had to go to like Foot Locker, and like
okay,
to my brother to get shoes. So I'm sitting like in like the shoe area with
trying to just already playing it.
My Dialga pre-order like
Oh,
stylus.
I got both of those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I started like playing that. Like, oh my god, it's amazing! It's a touchscreen Pokemon.
Mm,
'Cause that was
it's a
the
good
first.
game.
That was the first one. Yeah, it was a very good game. Diamond.
Problem is, it was a little quick, but
It's
aside
funny.
from that.
It's funny you say. People say that's actually the slowest game.
I don't know. For me, it just felt like the story was already over. But I thought it was kind of cool. It was the first time I really, well, Ruby was the first version where I actually completed the Pokédex. But this one, I focused on more nuanced things, so I thought
Hmm.
it was fun. Like I one night stayed up to collect every single unknown, like through the alphabet and the special characters, whatever. Like I did all that kind of stuff, which I still have. Those are in the bank right now, so I think that's really cool
That's
that
cool.
I could actually keep those. But like, yeah, like I don't know, it was just a very enjoyable game. So I was really hoping actually for a remake of that, like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire or something. But then you think about it, it's like everything's been happening all of a sudden, like so condensed. So that's why I don't know. For me, it was like I really expected those things, but I was like, I can't picture them making a whole brand new thing like that 1 year turnaround, especially on the Switch, like with Stars. I'm like, the problem is that whole rumor thing with Pokemon Stars. Everyone's like, oh well, it's definitely coming, and they're hiring people. But realistically, it's like I don't know. It seems a little quick, but.
it seemed a little bit quick, but keep in mind, up until I think it was last year, they'd done a game a year for a while.
Yeah,
They
for a few years in a row actually, but
they did Black and White 2, then they had X and Y come out, then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire the year after that. They had done like a good chunk of them in a row.
I think there was like a gap of 1 or 2 years in there, but like yeah,
Well,
there were a
between
lot.
Omega Ruby and then between Sun and Moon, yeah, there was a full year
Yeah,
gap.
but
Well,
yeah, I don't know.
the big thing was Pokemon Stars. It was rumored back in November that it was going to be a thing, and then
Right.
people found the in-game models on the 3DS for Sun and Moon were a lot higher than the console could render. So why would you have these higher end files on the 3DS?
Right.
Why would you have they have models for every Pokemon to follow you? It seemed like Stars was in development before Sun and Moon came out, just using the
I
same
know.
engine, and they just
Yeah.
kind of like left that extra data on the disc.
Yep. It's a good call. I mean, I don't know, but then I guess we could go into it now. As of now, watching it without talking necessarily about every single thing that they said, were you overall satisfied, disappointed? Like, did it meet your expectations? Was it what you expected? Are you just okay with it?
Have you ever seen the episode of Futurama with the neutral planet?
I don't know.
It's a race of just gray aliens, and like whenever I ask them a question like, "How do you feel?" I don't feel one way or another about this. Like they stay neutral, and that's their thing.
Okay. So you're all
That's how
right
I
with this.
feel. That's how I feel about the entire direct. Extremely neutral. I'm glad we're getting Pokemon on the Switch. Pokemon's a fantastic game. That we're getting all the DLC plus the Decidueye. I'm happy about that. That's very very
Well,
cool.
let's slow it down. We're gonna get into all that.
I don't
Just,
know.
you know.
We're gonna expand. We're gonna expand. We're gonna expand. I'm excited for all that. I've
Uh-huh.
played Pokemon. It's a great game. Can't wait to get it for Switch.
Okay.
The fact that the new Pokemon game we're getting is not a Switch game, that
Right.
just crushes me. I'm happy we're getting a new Pokemon game,
Mhm.
but it's not on Switch. So immediately I care a whole lot less. And we'll get into what the game actually is in a minute too. And then the Gold and Silver eShop thing, beautiful, yummy, awesome, love it, nostalgia, great, love it.
But now are you also sad that wasn't released on the Switch?
No, just I've played Gold and Silver before. Like it's cool that it's bringing to the eShop and it's getting all those extra 3DS features.
Pokemon Bank.
The Pokemon Bank, the time machine between Red and Blue, all that stuff is very very cool. But it's like that would have been great during the anniversary last year. It doesn't really add much now. I don't know.
Very true.
What
But
now? What do you think? I've been talking a lot. What do you think?
um, overall, I wasn't really sure what to think because of all the different theories out there. So, at the end of the day, I'm still not super excited. I'm actually like, it's the problem. I am very happy though with the new Pokemon games coming out because I personally don't care too much which console it's on. Like I will play that thing and I'm gonna love it.
Oh, so
Of
will
course,
I.
it'll look better on Switch, whatever. But I'm very happy about that. Very happy about the whole gold silver thing. The Pokemon thing, very disappointed, but pretty predictable. So,
Now, what are you disappointed with exactly?
um, basically for me, like I own the game too. I played it. I didn't play as much of it as you, but like I played it. I thought it was a fun game. But like with that game, I do not see as much replay value as I do with like Mario Kart and buying it again.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
So for me, I'm very disappointed in the fact that that's it. Like sure they added a couple things, but like that's not enticing me to buy it again. So I guess we can go into now. Starting off with Pokemon Tournament Deluxe, as they're calling it. We started off with that in the video, so
That trailer was way too long.
they're trying to go for these outlandish looking things, like
Well, they're trying to go for that whole like it's the
well,
exact
still
same
the
thing.
Alola, kind of
The friendship and the kinship and bring people together and your true friends, the friends you play Pokemon
First of
with.
all, some like homeless kid walks up to him. He's like, "Here's a Joy-Con." Like the kid would have ran off with it, I would think. But like, so it was kind of suspect right there. But you know, yeah, it was a bit much. But in the end, I kind of liked their production value on it. I thought they did a nice job with the video. I just didn't like the content because I didn't want Pokemon Tournament. But I mean, this is I don't know if you listened to some Game Explain thing they did today that came out.
Oh yeah, I listen to everything GameXplain does.
Fair enough. But they made an interesting point, and it was what I was thinking already. It's kind of this overall like we kind of have to deal with this as people that actually bought the Wii U and played main games of the Wii U.
Mhm.
Is that now it's like they're like, oh, well, the Switch is going to be selling so much more, so now let's re-release a lot of these because so many people didn't buy them before. We're part of that minority that already owned all this stuff, already played all this stuff, and it's a matter of is it really compelling enough to actually rebuy this? And so for Mario Kart, it was like, all right, sure, but
Well,
there's times where it's not going to work
it
out,
it's
and
a,
I think this was one of them.
it depends. For Mario Kart, for me, there was no added benefit. I already had the DLC. I had everything
Right,
unlocked. So getting it for the Switch is just like, okay, I can now play portably. That was the big thing.
right.
With this one, they're giving us 5 characters that no one's ever played before, unless you played in the Japanese arcades. And even
Well, and also no one's played Decidueye,
no one's played
but
Decidueye. Yeah,
mm,
they're introducing that. Introducing the 3-on-3 battles, which is new. It looks like there was new training and new items to get. So it seems like there's actually more in this than there was in the Mario Kart
right,
8
right,
Deluxe of all things.
right.
So for that, I'm excited for. Whether or not I will like play it as much as Mario Kart, probably not. But I'm just thinking the fact that it's portable, maybe I will.
I mean, there's actually, I think, more of a lack of depth of gameplay. Even though, sure, you can say, well, it's a fighting game. There's always things to master, which completely true. Um, I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, I think of Mario Kart as like, well, you play all these races online, you get all this stuff. Sure, granted, you could do ranked matches on Pokken too, but like, I don't know, it just doesn't have that same value to it. I think because everyone loves the Pokemon brand, so that's
Mm.
how they sell a lot. But
I
I don't know.
think
For me, like, I'm obsessed with Pokemon main series games. Like, so when they do spin-offs, like, they're all right, but like, I don't know. It's really not that compelling to me. Like, I would not buy this again. Like, I'm not. Like, sure, they added a couple things, but it's the same thing. The single player mode wasn't really that great. It was almost like the Wii game, where it was like the whatever they Battle Revolution or
yeah,
something,
it was just battle after battle, very
which
repetitive.
is what this is. So, it's like there wasn't really much to it.
I,
Like,
I
it's just
think Pokemon's just not very approachable because at the end of the day, it's a one-on-one fighting game on the Wii U to play with 2 people. One person had to use the TV, one person had to use the gamepad. It was not
mhm,
approachable. The Switch is now powerful enough where you can have 2 players playing on the same TV.
right.
You can have 2 Joy-Cons controlling. I think it's going to be more approachable now that it's on a better hardware and a more connectable hardware.
Right, but the problem is for people that have already played it, I just don't see it as having so much more replay value. I get it how it's really appealing for people that have never played it. Like I would think if I never played this before, and it's got all this stuff, all the portability, all whatever, I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's already been out, already played it, already dealt with whatever limitations, like I don't feel the need. I'd rather spend time doing other things because if I could shift a little bit here,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's coming out September 22nd this year, and they did it at the same time as now Gold and Silver on the eShop.
I think that's smart.
So
I think it's smart the way they did that. That's
I
like,
think it's really smart, yeah,
hey,
because they're like, well, which port do you want to buy? Do you want to buy the Pokken port, or do you want to buy Gold and Silver? And for me, honestly, I'd rather buy Gold and Silver. Like, forgetting the price differential, I just find those more enjoyable. So,
I'm a little bummed that it's only gold and silver.
well, not Crystal,
I
right?
know.
Because
I've never played Crystal.
they did red, blue, yellow, so I was like, all right, so where's the next three? Like, why is it only two? I mean, granted, Crystal didn't give you that much more, but they had the first battle tower. Like, why would you not give us the one with the battle tower?
It was funny as a kid. I remember getting gold and silver for my birthday, and then Crystal came out like a year later, and I wanted
Right.
to get it. And I tried to explain to my parents. My parents asked like, what's different about this one?"
Same
I'm like,
thing.
"It's the same thing, but like you can play as a girl and yada yada." They would not buy it for me. Like,
The funny thing is, I probably would have explained it that same way even today to people. So,
yeah, they would not buy it for me at all. So I just would love to play that, honestly.
yeah, I mean, I'm also really excited that it does work with Pokemon Bank. And I've still not transferred the red and blue and yellow stuff.
Dude, I haven't touched my 3DS since the bank came out.
I actually touched it as I showed you, technically over Snap over the weekend.
Yes.
But I thought it was a great caption too, and you didn't respond to it. I was like, "Rip," but
I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
because it was like 3DS in 2017, lol. But
Yeah, well, now
you
that now
know,
the joke's on us.
I know it's like, wait, I need to use this now. But you know, I'm really excited for Gold and Silver. I mean, it's one of those where it's not like I'm gonna play it like 24/7, but it's something great to pick up every now and again now. So I'm excited to buy it the day it comes out.
Yep.
And you know, you know exactly what to expect. You know you're gonna struggle with Whitney for the third Gem and Goldenrod, like it's a given.
Now I need
But
I need to go back and finish my Nuzlocke before this comes out.
oh my dear God, yeah, where are you on that?
Well, I remember I told you I recorded a bunch of episodes and then like
Oh yeah,
it
yeah,
got corrupted and I lost
right,
the stuff. I was like I
right.
felt so defeated after that, like ugh.
Hmm.
Because I think I got from like Whitney to beating Morty,
Mm.
and like in between that time I had like got a Dragonite from the lottery and I beat all the Eevee sisters. I was doing so well, and then I beat Morty, and then it's like, oh, your file is corrupted. You lost all your video and audio. I'm like, the only good thing is I didn't save it all, so like I turned off the emulator, and like it's back where I should be starting the videos anyway.
Okay.
So I can just redo it all, but there's the chance of me fucking up now.
Well, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
your call.
That's either
But
here. That's either here nor there. Let's move on to the Ultra news.
yeah, so um,
Ugh,
oh, so I prepared this for you.
I can see that.
Oh, well, not even that. No, no. I wanted to send you this link.
Okay.
I had it up on a tab this whole time.
Okay. Eh.
Wow.
I've seen better versions of this.
Okay, that's fair. This is the first thing I saw.
Because the
But
one I saw just said "Gentlemen, we raise our sales," and it said Pokemon Sun and Moon, and they like gave that face, and
oh,
they
and
then they
then the
drew Ultra
Ultra, yeah.
on it, and then they
Yeah.
screamed. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that's basically how I guess they were going about it. They had everything on the table for all the stuff, and they're like, well, eh. So,
Ugh.
uh, yeah, so basically,
Is it weird that this is the first time a new Pokemon game's been announced? I'm not like freaking out about it.
I'm telling you, it all gets blamed on that Eurogamer, whoever that person or company is. Like,
Why?
because the fact that they're like, oh, Pokemon Stars,
No, no,
uh-huh.
no, no. This has nothing to do with stars or anything like that. It's the fact that the 20 seconds we got today of the video and the 40 seconds we got explaining the 20 seconds was not. It did not sell me on the game at all. I assume we're gonna see a lot more at E3, like during the Treehouse segment, probably.
Hmm.
But like the way either it was translated or the way he was saying it, it didn't sound like a new game at all. Like it's clearly a new game, but it seems
Well,
like in Black and White 2. Black and White 2 is a sequel to Black and White. Took place 2 years after. The
right.
landscape changed. There was new things all around.
To be fair though, we didn't exactly. I don't remember how we were pitched that game, but
No, we were pitched as a sequel. They said this is happening. Like
did
that's
they actually say it's in the future?
yeah, yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, the way this one was projected, it was like, well, it's an alternative something. So I'm like, where do you like? What does that
What is
mean?
like like I saw someone like come with like what is it if it's all opposite? Like Lusamine is like the good professor, Kukui is the head of Ether, Guzma's like a good guy. Like if they like flipped everything like that, or
I, I mean, the theories I'm having, I wrote on here. I mean, it ideally it's in the future, and ideally that means they created that league they wanted to create because there were a lot of holes in this game where it was just very unsolved, and maybe that means there's gyms now too, or gyms replace the trials because it's in the future, or they have both, or there's just more of something, and I don't know. Like, I feel like we gotta definitely wait 1 week. I think it's a given that they're gonna show it off, but I don't know. I mean, basically, all we learn now is you can dress up slightly different, and things look slightly
yeah,
different.
we're fighting different totem Pokemon. It looks like that Togedemaru looked like a Togedemaru. and Mimikyu was doing some kind of weird jump in the air,
Yeah,
and
I
there was
mean,
like a field full of Pikachus.
so I'm hoping this means it is in the future, like stuff has improved. I don't really know. I mean, the thing is, we're so like into it is like it's the trap. Like we're gonna buy it.
Oh yeah,
Like
no, I'm definitely gonna
like
buy
I'm
it, but
buying both versions. I'm buying it. I'm gonna love it. But like I don't know.
I just
And yeah, like they showed the basically what I'm calling, which should be, which I thought of it before all these other people were saying, or at least I thought of it myself, and then I read that they said it. The Necrozma guy that you like randomly get in the game, it's like, who even is this?
well,
Like,
he's the final thing you encounter.
right, with the Ultra Beast stuff.
Yeah, so that's why it makes sense that if you think like story wise, oh, the last thing you do in Sun and Moon is you find Necrozma, and then
Mhm.
boom, 2 years later, he's fused with your Nebi, and like now there's like chaos happening. Or like you went missing and you're playing a new trainer now. Like, oh yeah, the first Alolan champion disappeared 2 years ago when Necrozma showed up, and now things are going bad, and I'm
I
Lily.
mean, that would be pretty interesting.
That's again, like, if they just come and say yes, this is happening after the events of Sun and Moon, I am hyped. I don't want this alternate take. It sounds dumb.
Hmm. I mean, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But I mean, the other point is just literally they're coming out with this new 2DS XL, and it's like they somehow, for some reason, projected to sell or they targeted to sell 6 million of these
And
things.
this is how they're doing it.
It's the only way it makes sense to me. Like, you can't do it any other way because Hey Pikmin is not going to sell 6 million
Well,
2DSs.
it's silly.
It won't even sell 6 million
We were
copies.
talking about that in a previous episode. Like, why is
Right.
why is the 2DS coming out? Okay, it's wait for the 2DS to go
The
silently into the
phasing out,
night.
whatever. But they set it to such high expectations when they set these market things or whatever, market projections.
Yeah, and now we know
So
why.
it's the only way because all of all like I think we talked about this even, or I talked about it just to you in person. Like literally, like the top five 3DS games of all time, four of them are Pokemon games,
Yep.
Pokemon main series games. So like, it's a no-brainer for them. But I also get it because you don't want to deprive the people of a main series game with a new system that people might not have. They did the same thing with Black and White 2 or Black 2 White 2, whatever, where it was for the DS while the 3DS was already out for like a year or two.
But
So
that's the thing. The fact that they're saying this is an alternate take on Sun and Moon, that
right,
makes it the
that does scare
perfect
me.
thing to be on Switch. It's like,
No,
okay, the
I
three
know,
the
I know.
3DS people had their take. This is the
Well,
Switch's take.
you're right, but I mean,
Pokemon
it still
Stars
does. It
cross-platform.
still does deprive. I don't know. Like, I also then did kind of like the theory that they were saying. I think it was still the Game Explained thing, but I think a couple other people said it too. It was like, you already have so much ready for this year, especially with Odyssey coming out, which they
Oh
seem
yeah,
to be
they
really
they are
hyping.
they're loaded for this year.
So they're like, it does seem like next holiday season or next November, whatever, would be an appropriate time for a Switch Pokemon main series game. I get it from that standpoint. You don't want to overload your thing where actually one overshadows the other for no reason or no good reason. So, they have the ability to space it out. You know what? I'd rather them than take the time in all these models
Well, see,
with
part
all the
part of
Pokemon.
me is thinking now, how cool would it be if we got Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon together in one big game on the Switch, and that's Pokemon Stars.
I mean, and here's the sad thing: I'd buy it in a second. I'd buy
Yeah,
both these versions. I'd buy that one.
yeah. So would I. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, for years, I mean, everyone's always dreamt of it to have like that ultimate Pokemon game. You have like 64 badges.
Every
You just keep,
every region, every
yeah,
gen.
and like honestly, that'd be the coolest thing. Not even where like how like in Gold and Silver you just take over your Pokemon to Kanto. Like, forget that. I'll restart every single time. I'll restart
Yeah,
the
no,
new
it
region.
should be a thing like you can bring one guy over with you, but oh, he got hit by Zekrom, and now he's back to level 1.
Yeah, and everyone, Zekrom just comes out of nowhere. There's a huge cutscene. Raw, just like you die. Like
Zekrom just
every
keeps
time.
showing up. He's like the ultimate bad guy.
Oh my god, that would actually be hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I would love for a game like that, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever coming. But
All right,
I mean, yeah, maybe that Stars thing could be cool. But yeah, so overall, that was the direct. We'll see. I mean,
before we finish up the Ultra stuff, what do you think of
oh, sure.
Solgaleo and Lunala's
It
Ultra
was weird
Beast
because when I
form?
first saw it, aside from the weird like headpiece stuff, um, I just looked at the colors. I was like, are they like shiny now? I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
But
Solgaleo got more light, and Lunala's more
Lunala got
blue.
light blue.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty interesting. Um, I don't really know what to think of that, but I'm
Now,
excited.
isn't what's his name? Isn't Professor or Koros? Isn't he? Wasn't he in Sun and Moon?
Who is Koros?
Am I saying his name wrong? Who's the guy who fused Kirim together in black and white?
Oh, is it Corliss or something?
Is that what's his name? What's
Corless, I think it's
Pokemon Corliss? Corliss, yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Sun and Moon. Remember there's a part where you see him, like you meet him in your
Yeah.
travels.
Or yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So is he like?
Oh, the foreshadowing.
Yeah, is he fusing people again, like Pokemon again?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Like he says, like Alola is fascinating. I believe I'll stay in Alola for some time. So what if like 2 years later he's stayed in Alola and now he's fucking shit up again?
He went cuckoo. For Kukui.
It would make sense because he was the cause of Black and White too. So it makes sense that he's the cause of Sun and Moon too, technically.
Huh. Well, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Interesting.
Also,
But I'm buying it anyway.
what'd you think of we saw the hint at new Z moves at the end when the trainer turns the cuff on the Z bracelet into a new form.
Don't remember
It's
that.
the last 2 seconds of the trailer when the trailer goes HD. That's another big thing people are freaking out about. Like, so there was a thing today on the Pokemon International press release where they said the Switch version was TBD, and they took it down.
Oh, that was stupid. Then they took it
They
down.
took it down right
It was
away.
a clerical error.
They're saying that, but if you watch the trailer, the last 2 seconds of the trailer goes HD. Are you looking it up?
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, Slayer, I agree. If they did all 7 gens, all 7 regions, that's like the dream.
Last 2 seconds. I'm not seeing HD. The last 2 seconds, they're showing off the legendaries.
It's when the trainer puts on his bracelet.
Mimikyu, and that's it.
Hey, Hunter, how's it going?
Where am I?
Are you watching the right thing?
Yeah, it's the main trailer. I like the Pikachu RV thing, mobile home.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cute. I just
I like that a
don't know
lot.
what it is.
I think it's just a random old guy who will give you an item.
Hey,
The
Billy.
Pikachu Z-Stone or something. I literally don't see an HD cut screen.
Okay, wait 1 second. I'll show you.
Cutscene.
Okay, here's the link. It's 10 seconds in. 10 seconds into that. It's a Pokemon fan. What dream it would be, honestly.
10 seconds into the video. 10 seconds. Wait, I did not see that in the actual video. What the heck?
What did you
What
watch?
trailer was that?
This was during the direct today.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I watched the one that was directly uploaded by Nintendo, and that's not in there.
That wasn't the full trailer.
What?
Did you watch the direct?
This is the direct. It's the feed. The exact live feed.
Yeah, this was in the feed.
No, it wasn't.
This was at the end of the Pokemon trailer. It went right into this.
I watched everything but that last second.
No, you missed this trailer then.
I don't get it because that weird. All right, but
Do you see what I mean though? When it goes to the trainer, he turns the
I feel like that's got to do something with the new thing, the Zach whatever his name is.
Yeah, no, but do you see what I mean? How that's an HD model, an HD cutscene. Like it looks a lot sharper than the gameplay, like a second beforehand.
Maybe slightly. This is also at 360p, so anything looks HD. But
This is true.
I don't know. Mm, I don't know about that one, but we will see.
Well, you can check the high res trailer later if you want. To me, it looks really good.
All right. But yes, that's the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon stuff. In terms of E3 in general for Nintendo, we
Right.
know they're going to be having the ARMS tournament.
Well, yeah, they're gonna be having, and now they're gonna be having a million of these things. They're gonna be having Arms thing. They're gonna be having a Splatoon thing, and they're gonna be having a Pokemon tournament thing. All
All the competitive games for Nintendo this year.
which, I mean, I think if you see my line, who even plays these competitively? Like,
Us,
I never like really heard of like the
Splatoon,
competitive scene for this.
Splatoon and Pokemon are very competitive.
I mean, sure, they could be competitive, but like you don't see this normally being streamed on Twitch. Like
No,
this is not like
no, but you see them at like all the big events like Evo and stuff like that.
those are always like they're still always like very low tier.
Yeah, Slayer mentioned it. Pokemon got kicked out of Evo after the first year.
See, it doesn't even shock me.
It's only been out for a year. That's the whole thing. So now maybe Pokemon Deluxe will be put in this year.
Uh, I don't like they just don't seem that good for like super competitive. Like I don't like Melee is so much more popular, but
It takes
also
time for things to get popular, Joshy.
what really disturbed me was listening to something from Game Explain, and one of those guides they said Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Oh God, yeah.
That
No,
actually killed
something
me.
that really killed me. Butch Hartman, the creator of Fairly Odd Parents,
Right.
he has a YouTube channel,
Sure.
and he did a video where he was drawing anime characters, and he started drawing this one character. He's like, I don't watch this anime. I don't think I'm gonna pronounce this guy's name right. Monkey D. Luffy.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, Butch Hartman, you lost all my love right now.
Your heart and soul right there,
Yeah.
crushed by the heart man. All
Yeah.
right. Oof. But
But
yeah.
yeah, but there's
I
no
don't know. I Splatoon. I mean, it was cool with the trailer, and it's like random Korean teams sitting around playing on all their individual Switches, but like, it's just not a thing. Like, it's so hard for the competitive scene to latch on to console games. I mean, I say that, but then there's all these small ones at Evo stuff, sure, and PAX, whatever. But like the biggest ones are all like PC based. So that's why I always feel like these games are at a disadvantage from the start.
Oh yeah, they definitely. I'm not saying these. This is not the next like Hearthstone or Overwatch or League or. I'm not saying these are going to replace any of those big ones, but I think Pokemon Tournament, if it's adapted with the deluxe edition, it'll do better. Splatoon 1 was very popular. I think Splatoon 2 will like reach new heights. And I played the ARMS Test Punch. I don't know how competitive ARMS will be, but that game has a lot more in-depth mechanics than you think. So
Yeah, and I never got a chance to play it. So
I actually got to play a couple of them. So I
so-
I fell in love with ARMS. So
I mean, rip me, but I'll play yours. So
fair enough.
I'll check it out at some point. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of weird though how Nintendo's like, yeah, we're just gonna do tournaments for all of them. But like, it makes me think, like, who even gets invited to these? Like, how does that even work? Like,
It's
I feel like,
the same way they invited people years ago for the.
I know it's just. I feel like it's corrupt. It's just like taking random people from the scene.
You're
They have
just
to get-
jealous because you're not there.
They have to get at least one or two girls.
You're
Like, it's
just
gonna
jealous
happen.
because you're not there.
You might not be wrong, but like it's just annoying.
What's
Like,
what's annoying about it?
there's random people that get invited. Why can't they invite you?
Because I'm a no one. They invite people like they invite big streamers, big YouTubers, influencers. This is a business thing. Again, E3 is for people.
I swear, if that hungry box man shows up again to these things,
He might be there. I think Aaron from Game Grumps is going again this year.
ugh.
It's people who have good ties with Nintendo. I have no ties with Nintendo.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of these same people that like show up to these things. Like I want random other people.
You
like,
want the top 10 Twitch streamers or something like that.
not even that.
You
Just,
want
like
you want Gabby up there.
I don't think she's listening, but she's like, I don't know anything about this. I'm tuning out. I was like, all right, but I don't know. Just I want people. Oh, rip me. But well,
Thank you, Gabby. Your check is in the
But
mail.
wow. All right. But yeah, I don't. It's just they need new people. I think it really stems from my hatred of the Treehouse people. But I don't know. I feel like it's this weird, almost like cult thing of like they invite only these certain people, and they always give these people free products. And I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way.
You just
But
because you're jealous. You want to be that person. You want to be invited to Nintendo. You want to shake Reggie's hand. You want to walk away with a Galaxy 3DS.
eh, I don't know. I don't
You
want that
okay?
Galaxy 3DS.
I think it really boils down to they've seen the past couple of years. Whenever they show off a game like this, it does very well. Like years ago when they did Mario Maker as the final challenge for the Nintendo
Right.
thing, like that did great. When they showed off what was the tournament they had? They had another tournament, the Smash Bros tournament years ago. That did great. So
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, hopefully it'll be cool, but we'll see.
yeah. Now,
Um,
what are your hopes for Mario Odyssey?
yeah, so they released that schedule, right? And their only thing is like, we're gonna be playing Mario Odyssey and other games. So it's like, so it doesn't seem like it's in style with, last year with just Breath of the Wild,
Well,
like 30 minutes of Pokemon Sun and Moon, and that's it.
Well, if you remember last year when they said that it's only going to be a Zelda Breath of the Wild, you and me were like, oh god, what are they doing?
Hmm.
And it turned out to be fucking amazing. Pardon,
Okay, you're taking it a little
pardon
farther.
my, pardon my
I think it
French.
was good. Like it was actually pretty good.
If you go,
But
if you go back and listen to our reaction, like we named the episode "Nintendo Left Us Breathless" because we were so like hyped up about everything they showed.
yeah, I mean the game looked good. But like I mean, I don't know, like I think this game is gonna look really good, but I don't like this I'm gonna only announce one game approach. Like I still just don't think it's a good
Well, they didn't say
idea.
that they didn't say they're only announcing one game
Well, no, but they're like, well, it's this game and others. Like, why can't you just maybe list a couple?
because
Like,
they're keeping it a secret. If they said, "Oh yeah, we're also showing off new Smash Bros," and we're like,
showing Ever Oasis for the fifth year in a row is not keeping a secret.
"Well,
Like, they could just tell me.
we don't." They may not show 3DS games.
Oh yeah, they will.
Well,
They're going to be showing something
I'm
Pokemon.
trying to pull up their exact. Okay, here it is. On June 13th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, tune in to Nintendo.com for a look at Nintendo Switch games for 2017, including Super Mario Odyssey. Nowhere does that say 3DS at all. It could just be nothing but Switch games. Because then it says, the Treehouse says, immediately after the Nintendo Spotlight, enjoy the Nintendo Switch and 3DS gameplay with Treehouse members and developers.
I feel like that means they're going to have to show something. I don't know. But
No, I feel like they're gonna save the Treehouse for Ever Oasis, for Hey Pikmin, for Pokemon Ultra Sun Moon, ...
maybe. But I try to think because they've been taking this approach now, unlike Sony and Microsoft, where they kind of just stick to things in the calendar year, and they might show some little thing, very little, about anything else.
Yeah, but even if these games are a year out, again, like they showed off Zelda last year at E3, that didn't come out till February or March this year.
Well, that got delayed.
Yeah, but no, even like when they announced it, it wasn't slated for that holiday at all.
Well, I don't know, but
Yeah, like no, Breath of the Wild got delayed twice, but during E3 last year when they showed it off,
mhm.
they didn't get delayed further. It just didn't have a date.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think realistically of what they're really gonna announce, and I don't know. I maybe that Metroid because the Reggie comment with like talk to me in a year, like that's the only thing I could see being like a future thing.
Well, we talk about how like retros being extra trolly, and how like they keep posting pictures of Prime Rib
Right.
and stuff like that. So it's very possible they could be doing a new Metroid Prime game. People are still pushing for a big Animal Crossing game for Switch.
Which I think they're just gonna end up announcing the mobile game. Like, because they're having that mobile Animal Crossing game
Yep.
at some point, which it should be cool, but I feel like it's just okay. So Nintendo's been loving ports lately. I feel like it's going to be a port of the Happy Home Designer, more or
Oh
less.
my god, I hope not.
don't you see that as like a very
I
viable
do.
thing?
I don't see anything good coming out of
Mobile game
the
for Animal
mobile.
Crossing.
Yeah, no, nothing at all. Like, I love Animal Crossing and whatnot, but I can't see anything that engaging. Even the Magikarp game that came out a couple days ago, I already lost interest in that. I can't imagine like an Animal Crossing game holding my interest longer.
Well, I've been playing Magikarp Jump.
If it's Animal Crossing Go, and I just like walk outside, like, oh look, Tom Nook is there. Take a
Uh,
picture of Tom Nook.
uh, Ah, but I mean, I play Magikarp Jump a lot. I beat it. I ran out of content. Like I completed every single thing. I guess it also helped that like I was playing a lot against like college friends and stuff. Like we were all on leaderboard stuff, and we're all like talking about it, so it was fun.
Mm.
But I mean, now we all ran out of content, so it's like, well, but it was fun while it lasted. It was a cute little game that came out of nowhere. But yeah, Animal Crossing, I think it's completely different. Like I don't see it. I don't know. I just want a regular Animal Crossing game. But I mean, who knows? I think Animal Crossing is going to get mentioned though in some capacity. Um, I think F-Zero is completely dead. If anyone was wanting that. Um, hmm. What else? Oh, um, did you hear that there was some talk about Advance Wars and Fire Emblem and all that?
Yeah, I feel like Fire Emblem has way too much going on right now.
Oh well, no, but you know about the Advance Wars thing? How
Yeah,
basically the same company makes it?
yeah.
There was a confirmation or like an interview saying like, why don't you make an Advance Wars game, even though it's sort of like Fire Emblem but a little different? And they were like, well, we wanted to make it more unique than Fire Emblem, and right now we don't see a way of doing that. So maybe in the future. So basically, they're like, no, we like Fire Emblem better.
Well,
Like that was
well, that's
essentially
because
their
Fire Emblem's
thing.
hot right now. Like it's doing really, really
Well,
well.
yeah, but like they're also,
No one knows what Advance Wars is really right now.
but like they're really overdoing the uh the Fire Emblem thing.
Yeah, but it's selling until it stops selling. They're gonna keep doing it.
Somehow, I don't know how it's still selling. Like they,
People love Fire Emblem. It's the whole like the dating sim elements with the turn-based RPG and the costumes and the girls and the music. Like, there's a lot of appeal there. Maybe not to you and me, but I can definitely see the appeal to the grand audience.
yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But then to buy DLC for $40, like I don't know. It's a lot. It's a commitment. But
Yeah.
I guess they like it. But basically, no more Advanced Wars for a while, forever. No more F-Zero forever.
In
Um,
the Twitch chat, Tom and
sure.
Slayer brought up that Smash Bros.
Going along with that argument about a Pokemon Stars or Switch game or whatever main series, what's it called? The same argument could be said for Smash Bros. It's
Yeah.
like if they're gonna announce it, it's not coming out until at least like summer next year.
I would
So maybe
like
it's a thing,
at
but
earliest I would say this October because right now they have Arms this month, um, Splatoon next month. Nothing in August, I don't think. Or is Splatoon 2 in August? I
no,
forget.
it's late July.
Like July.
August is technically Sonic Mania.
True. Pokken in September. Like they're doing about one good Switch game a month. Like if you look at it that way. So if they
Right.
want to like slide in there for
Well,
October,
when was Sonic Forces coming out?
Sonic. Well, that's not.
Oh, that
Keep in
didn't
mind
have a release date,
that's not
right?
Nintendo, and that's coming out
Whoa.
holiday.
Oh,
Sonic
well, I mean, okay.
Forces, Q4 2017.
Okay. But I mean, I just think it would saturate the market to an extent. It would also like that's the problem with it, in terms of putting out Pokken. Like, I feel like everyone would want Smash
It would be
over
it'd
Pokken.
be their fourth competitive game this year. Then
They're like, oh yeah, and there's gonna be a Smash Invitational. Like, oh my, but yeah, like I just think it would ruin Pokken if people know, even if like, oh, I have to wait one more month and I can just get Smash and it'll be a lot better. Like, I don't know.
people think a Decidueye's addition though to Pokken is a good feeling that it'll be in Smash though.
Oh, that would be cool. I mean, I love Decidueye. I mean, I love grass starters, but he is really cool.
Yeah,
So I
I
like
think
that.
he'd be a good Smash addition also.
Yeah, I can
Again,
see that.
for Smash we need Geno, Decidueye, and Ice Climbers.
Yeah, the ice climber thing was actually devastating.
Yeah. Well, the thing was the Wii U and the 3DS couldn't run that many models, but the Switch can, and the Switch doesn't have to be like prioritized to anything. So,
Mm.
and they can take all those 3DS stages, make them high resolution, put them on the Switch. Can you imagine doubling the stage count for the deluxe version? That'd be amazing.
The sad thing is they'll only pick like two of them.
Oh, shut up.
Final Destination and
Oh,
Final
you're the
Destination.
worst.
No.
You are trash.
Hey man, it's the competitive in me. It's all I play. But
Anything?
I really did like that feature though. You can make every stage like that. But
Oh yeah, that was great.
What were you saying?
Anything else you can think for Nintendo really before we move on to the other companies? Like
Yeah,
I'm going in with a lot of hope this year, which I probably shouldn't because last year I went with no
Yeah,
hope and came out like, oh yeah.
I think honestly with Nintendo that's the best way to go. With exception to Pokemon, I expect a lot out of Pokemon, but because it is a different company technically, but or two companies, but um,
I just think that they've been doing such a good job these last couple weeks. Like they got ARMS out of the way. They've been doing a good job with Splatoon out of the way.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like you don't want to now get overhyped because sure they got those out of the way, but what could really be that compelling? I feel like they're just saying, "Well, watch when we show you Super Mario Odyssey," but in our heads we're like, and like so that's why like I can't get too hyped because you already know Super Mario Odyssey's coming. Like I want that game. I'm gonna buy that game 100%. Like I don't care how it looks at this point. I'm buying it. Like
yeah,
so
same
like
here.
so that's why like I'm not gonna be blown out of the water if I see it. Probably I'll think, wow, it's a great game. But like that's
Yeah,
it. Like
that's why I'm thinking they're gonna announce so much more.
I just knowing Nintendo, I can't see them showing anything that is that compelling a, alongside it. I just can't. I really can't.
Luigi,
Sure, they got everything else out of the way, but I think they're banking on this one killing it at E3.
Pikmin 4, new Metroid game, and I'm like looking around, new Mario Party for the Switch.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool. Other games.
I'm like, he's looking, but he's not saying
I'm not
anything.
seeing much. Uh,
Just keep giving me Pokemon. That's all I want to buy. But
new Kirby game.
oh, they did that. That's all for the 3DS.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like Nintendo needs to come out swinging. They again like they canceled. They've been doing so much stuff. They've pushed all their nonsense out of the way. They
Right.
just come in and show us like 5 or 6 good Switch games that are all out within the year.
That's the thing. It's the moment of truth.
Show us
It's
the next Donkey Kong game. Show us the next
Oh.
Metroid. Show us Animal Crossing for the Switch.
Mhm.
No Happy Home crap. Here's the thing. Happy Home Designer is a great tech demo. It's a great tech demo, and
It is.
and if the way
And all they have to do is utilize that same design feature.
in the actual game, and it's amazing.
Correct. Correct.
They
That's
proved
all.
that it worked. They proved the amiibo worked. They proved all these little things. They had that remember that HD Animal Crossing Plaza app on the Wii U where they had HD models of every single villager. We're like,
Which-
oh, they're gonna use these in the next Animal Crossing.
And I was like, this is going to be great. They look so nice. This is great. And then they're like, yeah, it's shutting down and that's it.
Yep.
It's like, oh.
And then we assumed, oh, they're shutting down because they're gonna release the actual game. Nope.
You get Amiibo Festival.
And again, Amiibo Festival, it's fine for what it is, but goddamn, that game is.
I mean, it's the most brainless. It's not even that enjoyable. It's just like a brainless thing. But like what annoys me, which also with Mario Party 10, it's like when they try and incorporate the amiibo thing, it's like, oh, now use the amiibo to go. It's like, so you got to keep passing around the thing, you got to keep doing the thing. It's like, all right, I should be in theory just registering my thing and then just pressing a button. Like,
Yeah.
you know it's linked to that. Why do I have to keep showing you that I have the thing? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of frustrating because Amiibo slows down the whole process with that stuff. So I don't think that worked on a lot of levels that game. But
That's
yeah, so
that's Nintendo though.
I'm hyped for Mario Odyssey. I want to see it.
Yeah.
But in terms of anything else, I don't know. And then you're gonna have this treehouse nonsense.
Mhm.
And you're gonna have that same girl that's gonna be leading it now. I don't know how she got a promotion to that, but the girl's
Shut
name
up.
is Sam.
I
You'll
know.
look out for it. Everyone here is listening. It'll be a girl named Sam. She will lead it in when it's the treehouse segment. She will be the one. She's got like dark brown hair or something. She will be doing it. And it's always the same other cast of characters around. And they'll just be playing. It'll be like, yeah, we play it back at the office. Like, it's so stupid. And thank you, Slayer. Sam is terrible. And
All
no
right,
tongue.
stop bashing on Nintendo employees.
I'm just saying, you will see it. They will be there.
I should mention though that I'm taking I'm taking off that Tuesday. You're coming over. We are watching the Nintendo Direct together. We will be recording ourselves too for live reactions and whatnot.
Yeah, and
then as soon as the Nintendo Direct is over, we're gonna go right to a quick mini JK, like just quick thoughts.
we need to eat too.
Oh, we'll have food. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I put some guesses. Throw them up for anything.
Okay. God damn it, Josh.
Hey, I gotta have some fun while I was writing this whole outline.
You had a lot of fun on this one.
Yeah, when I kept doing all the parentheses, those were my real thoughts thrown in there.
I believe it.
So we could talk about the other ones that are going on. If we want to start chronologically,
Yeah, let's start chronologically
aside
now.
from the Nintendo thing, because that's special to
Nintendo
our hearts and most disappointing. But yeah,
yeah.
But actually, we could start off with even more disappointing.
No, honestly, Nintendo's the only one I have hope for this year. I don't have a lick of hope for any single company this year, and
Really?
I really don't. Like, everyone has like their bright spots, but I don't think that they're gonna burn bright enough to really like get me going.
I think the only, well, no, I think Sony and Microsoft both have a chance.
Okay,
I think they both do.
let's start with the first.
100%.
Let's start with the first one, which is gonna be this Saturday. Is
Yep.
EA
Electronic Arts.
Sports? It's in the game.
Which, honestly, I loved some of those games growing up, like especially Triple Play Baseball 2001 for the PC, made by EA. Great game. But like, I don't know, like even in the sports scene now, you have companies that are doing it better. You have 2K, like, and to my knowledge, that's not EA.
Yeah.
So
well, so far we know that EA is showing off Madden NFL 18, FIFA 18, and NBA Live 18 for their sports games.
NBA Live is terrible.
Yep.
Like and thank you, Triple Play, great. I agree with that 100%. Maybe it was 90. I swear, mine was 2001. I don't know, but
You're just
great game.
2000 and late.
But oh, very nice. Got that boom boom pow. But
These chicas checking my smile.
I mean, everyone loves FIFA. Then there's this whole debate, though, FIFA for the Switch not exactly being a full game, which that's interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, people love FIFA. I never play it.
Like, the only thing good EA has, like, again, like, there's always going to be surprises for E3, but right now, EA has confirmed they're showing off Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I heard Battlefront 1 was very good.
Yeah, actually, that wasn't half bad.
I heard it wasn't great, because there was a
Right.
lot of, like, things, like, they held back a lot of content in the beginning, a lot of, like, DLC and shit like that. But Battlefront 2 looks pretty damn good. And with the new Star Wars movie coming out this year, too, this might be the perfect time for them to strike and do good with this.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me, though, is just that I'm not really their consumer base. So, at least anymore.
Yeah.
So, that's my problem with them, and that's why I'm not really hyped for it. It is true. NBA Live 05 for the GameCube. Oh, my God. But, yeah, it's just like, I don't expect much because it's not really what I'm looking forward to, but I want them to do good, but I feel like they always disappoint a lot of people every year, and they keep trying, so I feel bad. But I'm like, I don't know, because like the NBA scene, like no one is gonna buy NBA Live over 2K. Like 2K has just done that sport too well. It's such a difference. I don't know.
You know me, I can barely take sports in real life, let alone in a video game. I mean,
I gotta tell you, the 2K games are really fun. Like, my brother plays it all the time on PS4 still.
Hey, thank you, Rector Illuminati, for the $3 donation. Much appreciated, dude. I love seeing things drop into the ball like that. Boing, boing,
Thank
boing.
you very much.
Thank you,
that
dude.
That will also go towards my microphone arm.
That'll go to improving the show in general. Yes, it will.
No, yeah. And actually, now that we have that donation, which thank you again, I did improve, at least on the Twitch page. If you're watching on Twitch, there is a donator wall. So, thank you to those who always donate or do donate, and really always does go towards improving the stream, at least in some capacity.
Mhm.
And you can get recognized for it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel like I never properly expressed my gratitude for the people who do donate, but it actually is very, very helpful. So I do thank you for that.
yeah. And you'll see eventually, I will have now a microphone coming out of over here.
Over there, yes.
I was like, wait, wrong way. But yeah, so it's just subtle things, but it adds up, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
Um, so
So that's EA. Not really much to talk about. They're also doing a Need for Speed game, which driving.
oh, which that one doesn't look that bad. Need for Speed Payback, right?
Yeah, yeah.
People actually think that's going to be good because it might go back to where they have a nice kind of single player element. And Need for Speed games, the old ones used to be pretty good. So we'll see. I mean, this is going to be their kind of time to bring that series back. It's a fun game. It's just, what it was though. Years ago, I used to play all tons of different games because like you had the time and it's like, sure, what the heck? But like now I don't have the time for those. So like I would not buy it regardless. But like I want it to do well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, this is EA's second year doing like a conference away from the major E3 like time slot and area, so see what happens.
Hmm.
All right, moving right along to one of the big players, weighing in at 400 pounds from parts unknown, Microsoft.
Yeah.
I don't
You
care.
sound very enthused. So
I haven't liked Microsoft since the beginning of the console wars between the PS4 and the Xbox One.
well, yeah, you latched on immediately to PS4 and you
Well,
were
that's
just done.
because Sony became
Put
very
out the games, they did the gamer thing, and you have
yeah,
the
yeah,
lanyard,
yeah.
and you do the things. Yeah,
Yes, they became very focused on that.
I love the lanyard. Okay.
Yes, yeah, I love Lamp.
Yeah, thank you.
Microsoft has just been doing very bad the last year in my mind. Like they ended off their conference last year with dropping the Scorpio thing. So like they started off the conference with announcing here's the new Xbox One Slim with like 4K and whatnot. And then in their conference,
And then they're like, and everyone, but save your money
because
because this
next
is.
year here's the Scorpio.
I mean, they're basically doing what the 2DS XL is. They're like, here's a whole new thing. We want to sell a ton of it, but
Yeah, but like they didn't announce the 2DS and then say, oh, also here's the 4DS coming out this summer also.
I mean, sure, it's not exactly the same, but it's sort of comparable. But
Well,
I mean,
they outdated their newest hardware within the course of their conference.
right, you gotta love it. But I think it's pretty cool. I want to see what the Scorpio is about. I mean, they were flaunting the specs last year. Like literally their intro teaser video. Did you just read my parentheses?
No, but I know what they were talking
Oh,
about.
but yeah, literally every time the word teraflop was mentioned, I think once per 30 seconds.
Yes.
So like, I'm ready for that processing power. I want to see those specs. I don't even, I don't plan on buying it. I don't own a 4K TV, but I just want to see it. Like I like technology, so like I really am curious what they're gonna come up with and how that's gonna go over.
Well, that's the thing.
Um,
They've made this console now like the biggest, most powerful, true 4K gaming, fully equipped for VR. It's like it's the mother of all consoles and whatnot,
right,
which is cool. But like you
right,
just said, 4K gaming isn't picking up that much because people still don't have 4K TVs yet, and
right.
VR rip.
Well, you could say that about Sony too. So I mean, they're both in that RIP VR,
But
which
with Sony,
more Sony than Microsoft.
we'll get to Sony a little bit, but Sony, what they did, their stupid PS4 Pro, they're doing fake 4K, and they already have a VR headset out that came with a little processor that made it work on the console.
Right, I'm saying that's the thing. They took that plunge, and it's not taking off. So, in a sense, they're both trying out things that are not necessarily taking off. But you never know. That it's always the thing. It could take off. I mean, 4K could be the latest thing next year or 2 years from now, and then Scorpio's the leading console for that until they make another one, or Sony comes out with their own 4K something. And then Nintendo makes their own 1080p system. But like I don't know like. I don't.
Nintendo makes their own 1080p.
Yeah,
They're not even.
but thank you. But I just I I'm excited for it. I want to see the Scorpio. I think it'll be cool. So
My problem is ever since the Xbox One came out, there's never been a game where I felt compelled to buy an Xbox One. So they need to like show me the mother of all games to make me want to buy a Scorpio. Because between the Switch and the PS4, I'm happy right now.
well, I mean that's the thing. It's it's different audiences. So sometimes you can't let your own biases kind of cloud your vision of a general company. I
Here's
mean, like
I'm probably am very biased, but I don't think I'm biased because before the PS4, I was an Xbox 360 fan. I bought every game 360.
well, 360 was fantastic.
Exactly. I want
Right.
I want the Scorpio to be fantastic, but I don't see it happening. I think Microsoft is way too lost in what they're trying to do. They canceled so many good first party games this year. Scalebound. They delayed Crackdown again. They what else did they get rid of? They got rid of there was that From Dusk game they were remaking. They got rid of, brought back not as a remake, but like an HD upgrade that wasn't even like the full game. Like they've been doing so many dumb moves lately.
Uh,
Like you have
I mean,
here, you have here on the list here for Microsoft, Cuphead for the billionth time. Lol. I don't know. I don't know if that's Microsoft's fault or if that's the developers behind Cuphead. But yeah, we've been seeing that for the last 6 years.
I know. It's really funny. That's why I'm really looking forward to it.
I want to see when Cuphead was first announced. One second, give me a second here. Cuphead first came out 2010.
Oh my god.
7 years it's been in development for. It
I'm
started out
so
as
excited.
like a mini boss rush game. Then it became like, oh, let's add some platforming too, because everyone thought it was a platformer and they were just showing us the bosses. No, it was just a boss rush game. So they started squeezing platforming into it now. The platforming was bad, so they delayed it again. And now it's a running gun platformer with intensive bosses.
I think they're going to end up turning into a mobile app with in-app purchases.
Fight a boss, 99 cents.
I mean,
Oh my god, that game is
I'd
just.
buy it. No, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like that's the game I'm mildly interested in just seeing for the lulz. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I can't wait to play that game. That game looks beautiful. But again, I don't I it's coming out on Xbox One first for all we know. I don't know if it'll ever reach like PC or any other console or whatnot, but like that's not gonna sell me on a Scorpio. What would sell you on a Scorpio? Let me ask you, what do you need to see for them to be sold on the Scorpio?
I think if you have Pokemon in 4K, I would buy that
You
thing.
can't be Pokemon 4K.
Hmm.
I'm sure we would all
Um,
love that, but be realistic here.
that's
What
50 years down the line.
what would Microsoft take to sell you on a Scorpio day one?
Wow.
Oh, wait, Slayer makes a good point. Killer Instinct is a very good game, a very good fighting game. But again, it was not enough. It was not enough to convince me to get Xbox One.
To sell me on a whole console. Problem is, I'm just not. I don't play enough console games in general
So
to
then why
really
then
sell
why
me
would
on
you
that.
why would you want a Scorpio then?
I mean, I could say the exact same thing for a PS4.
Okay, Last of Us 2.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me.
Okay,
Literally nothing.
I'm saying though that Last of Us 2 would sell me on a PS4.
Yeah, I'm just saying from my perspective,
The Uncharted collection would sell me on a PS4.
that would not sell me on a PS4.
What would sell you on the console? That's what I'm asking.
I I don't know. Like I actually don't know.
So then
Like
why are you so interested in the Scorpio then?
the technology behind it. I'm not buying it, but I want to see it.
Yeah, but you can.
Like for me, technology does more than the video games because like for Sony, they're always priding themselves on showing a million games. But for me, it's like I don't have the time to buy that system. Those games are all right. Maybe the stories are very compelling. It looks nice, but like the console stuff I find very interesting. So I really want to see it for that. So
What do you find? You just said you don't care about the games. What do you care about the consoles then?
well, because I don't have time for anything anymore, man.
So then why do you care?
I just need a PC.
Then why
That's
do you
it.
then why,
PC Master Race.
then why do you care about Scorpio?
Because it's technology.
But it's
I
old
like
tech.
technology.
It's old technology.
Shh, don't tell people that.
Nothing. You could build a Scorpio right now. If you wanted to build a computer with the power of the Scorpio, you could.
I would probably bet that my computer is almost as good as that
Yeah. So why do you care about the Scorpio?
because it's a console.
And
I don't know.
you are the worst.
What do I have a Switch for? Great question. But the problem is,
Portable gaming.
I'm too stuck in the Nintendo fanboy phase. By phase, I mean lifestyle.
Well, here's the
So,
even if we weren't Nintendo fanboys, the fact that you can bring the Switch with you anywhere, that's a huge
yeah,
thing.
the portability is cool, but at the end of the day, it's just you also get games that are not for the PC. That's the problem that I always have now with Xbox and PS4 games. Like, they're all basically for the PC, except for like Horizon Zero Dawn, which that would not make me buy a PS4, but I'm sad that it's not on PC. But like, you know, I don't know.
You're losing this argument.
No, I mean, well, it's not even an argument.
It's not.
I'm literally just saying how I feel about it. It's like, I don't know. I like the Switch for the unique games, and basically the other games I get on PC. So all you need is a Nintendo console and a PC.
Yeah, but what if they said that like League is coming to Switch
why would I ever play League on the Switch?
because it's portable? Portable League on the Switch.
Portability doesn't sell me that far.
Really?
It's convenient, but like that's not a system seller.
Portability to me is such a big thing.
Oh, I mean, like for me, what sold me on is just Nintendo's next console, and they're going to be making games for that. Like those are the games that are going to be coming out. So I'm like, well, I guess I got to buy one. And I've enjoyed it so far. I think it's a good system. Yeah, I'm not buying Skyrim, but
we need games that are cross-platform. I agree with that. Like, I get mad when games are like, "Oh, it's the first 6 months it's on like Sony," or like the first 6 months it's on this and that. Like
well, that's the thing. It tries to sell you in one direction, and it's like, or it's like it's very nice for the people that own all of them, but you know, people don't have that luxury sometimes.
Like there are a bunch of games coming out soon for Switch, like like indie games that have been on Steam for like months now.
Right, and those it's like I don't know, then I'll just play it on Steam. Like
yeah, like part of me is like, oh, I want to play them right now. I'll play them on Steam. Part of me wants to be like, I want to take it with me and play it elsewhere.
yeah, but like I don't see where I'm really going to play this thing. Like there's some certain circumstances, but not many. Like
I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks. I'm definitely going to be the guy on the plane with the Switch.
Sure,
Playing
but like,
ARMS.
how often do you just go on planes? Like you don't. Like
twice
sure,
a week.
That's. But yeah, I mean, sure, it's nice. It's like, yeah, now I wouldn't have been able to do that with another system, which I get it. I'm just saying, in terms of selling me on an entire console for based on my lifestyle, like I don't need that portability. I don't really need it. It's convenient, it's nice as an add-in. But it's
see,
not a system
I thought
seller.
as someone, especially you, who lives near New York, who's traveling a lot,
Right.
that the portability would sell you more than anything. I felt like.
I mean, the thing is with me though, like, and after feeling the thing, it's kind of fragile, and
Oh, I don't think so at all.
with the well, apparently it can drop from like 1,000 feet.
It can. It's very durable, actually.
But you know, for me, it's also I always get really picky about you know, fingerprints and dirt and scratches and whatever. And I don't know. I feel like when I'm out, like my hands are not exactly clean with all the subway and stuff and doing things and whatever. And then it's like then I'm gonna touch this all with the Switch and then I don't know. Like I want to keep the system nice, so it's just like it's hard to be portable for me. That's the problem.
Okay.
But that's just my thing. So, I mean, I do think they got lucky actually, Mr. Too Old for Gaming, which that's a great name by the way. I really
Too
like
old
that
for
name.
gaming.
Too old for gaming. We
love
could
that.
probably all say that to an extent, but
I am never-
we choose to ignore that fact.
Depends on what type of gaming.
That's true. You know, when they closed Club Penguin, man, I poured one out.
No, did you watch the video that he's talking about the drop, whatever one?
Oh yeah, that's why I even said 1,000 feet. Like I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, and really, like they did one where they covered the Switch in Laffy Taffy, and they dropped it from 100 feet.
I didn't see that one.
Every single piece of Laffy Taffy broke off of it, but the Switch was still working fine, except one Joy-Con. It was actually quite impressive. And they were doing trick shots where they were throwing across like skipping over like pools, throwing to trash cans. Like they were doing like some amazing shit with it actually, and it stayed alive.
Yeah, I mean it's just for me. Like I feel like I my hands are dirty. Like I don't. That's the thing. Like I understand, sure, it's durable, but like I don't want to mess up my console, man. I don't know, but it's a nice little thing. Maybe on a long car ride,
Yeah.
something. I'll pull it out. And also, by the way, that Puyo Puyo Tetris, not a
I
bad game.
yeah, I watched the Grumps play that, and you can actually like I first thought I wouldn't like because you had to be Puyo Puyo and Tetris. No, you can mix and match and
Yeah, there's
choose
like
one way or
six
the other.
different modes. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get it actually after I get back from Vegas.
The famous cousin Thomas has it, and I played it
Hmm.
on his. Pretty enjoyable game, and I was actually better than I thought. Like it's fun. I actually really like it.
Yeah, are we gonna get competitive over Tetris, you and me?
Well, the thing is, I was telling this to Thomas too. I told him because I never grew up playing Tetris. Like I grew up maybe playing a little bit of like the Robotnik game, the
Hmm.
Mean Bean Machine thing,
Oh, that's
which
a
is basically
great game.
Puyo.
That's a great
Yeah,
game.
but like I never really played Tetris. Like I never owned Tetris ever. And so I'm very like average at that because now I've put it together. I'm like, oh, that's what you want to try and do. But like, I can't like I'm not great at it, so you'd have to give me time. But like, I think it's pretty fun. It's actually a nice little game to play. And yeah, I mean, do you have it now, or you just watched it?
I've just watched it. I don't have it yet.
Oh,
I'll buy it after Las Vegas probably.
mm. I mean, the problem that I find is that it's like still like $35 or something.
Yeah, it's like 40.
30.
I think it's $40.
It's like I buy it for like half that, but.
Well, that's
Uh,
that's the same thing with like 1-2 Switch. That's a $10-$20 game at max.
Yeah. Oh, I like. Oh boy, the cousin Thomas. It's great in the bathroom.
Oh, I am 100% against bringing any kind of technology into a bathroom with you. Like people go like in the bathroom playing their DS or their phones like for an hour while they take a shit. I am
Sure.
not about that life.
Really?
No, I've never brought any of my stuff into the bathroom.
You will never use your phone.
Nope. I leave my phone at my desk at work when I go into the bathroom. I'll leave it in my
Really?
room. I've never brought my technology into the bathroom.
Really?
It's disgusting. Yeah.
Huh. I feel like everyone else in the world would disagree with that
Oh no,
sentiment.
everyone does. Everyone says, "Oh yeah, it's great. Take my DS into the bathroom, take an hour of shit and whatnot." Everyone says it. I will never
Oh,
do it.
Slayer, come on. Why do you side with him
I,
purposely?
I go in there, I get my business done with it, I get out of there. I don't know what's going on with your pipes or whatnot, but I am not clogged up enough where I need to bring in recreational activity into the bathroom with me. I am
I don't
good.
know. Let's see. I've gone so far as a whole laptop, but like,
Yeah, no,
it's
I would
just-
not do that.
no, but like, I don't know. It's like, no, it's not gonna fall in the toilet. Man, you gotta be smart about it. But
I love when women yell at you for playing too many video games while they spend 5 hours on Facebook.
I mean, it's the social stigma,
It's looking at
It's easy
screens for
to
too long. Okay,
right.
we are going way off topic here.
Oh,
Back to
the other thing though, I do want to talk about
okay,
that we'll mention later
okay.
because we'll end up talking like, oh, and now Nintendo's going to be going here or whatever. I want to talk about also the headset thing.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, right. Okay.
anyway,
Um,
um,
so
yeah.
anything from Microsoft that you want to see, Josh? I know we're seeing Crackdown 3 this year probably. They
Mhm.
need to like really pull out the stops because right now they're drowning.
I mean,
The
I
Xbox
don't think
One
they're drowning, but
in
they're
in terms of like sales, it's behind PS4 and Switch.
and the NES Classic.
And the NS Classic, exactly. Yes.
Well, the PS4 is too. So how sad is that?
Yeah, but
But,
yeah, but still, the Xbox One is in dead last.
well, the thing is for Microsoft, I always feel like I guess I guess with Sony to the same extent too, but like Microsoft has so many other ventures. Like
Well,
I feel like this one could go south and they really don't care. Like
well, here's the
that's my thinking.
Microsoft keeps making cool technology and cool ideas, but not making games for them. Like, remember when we saw the
Right.
HoloLens a couple years ago?
Right.
We were like, "Oh, that's awesome." Still no HoloLens, still no
Well, that's
games for it or
that's
anything
why I
like that.
like Microsoft for the technology. Like I like seeing that stuff. Like
Yeah, but
and they do all the stuff with their computers. They do all that like
we're not.
and it's a shame with the video games. I admit. I mean, I'm not their consumer for that kind of business and stuff, and maybe I'm part of the problem. But like, I think they've also realized their market here because a lot of their games are on the PC. They did that announcement last year. Now newer games are being for Windows 10 and Xbox One. I think that has ruined some of their sales on the console side, but they're doing okay in terms of still having that connectability or cross compatibility to a certain extent. So I think they're doing okay, but stuff I'd want to see. I mean, they're going to show the new Call of Duty.
No,
Probably
no, they're not
Sony and
though.
Microsoft are.
No, after a couple years ago, it went to Sony. Sony gets to show Call of Duty each year. They abandoned Microsoft.
I don't know about that for
No,
the
no,
newest one.
I'm 100%
For the
certain.
newest one that's confirmed too,
Yeah,
we shall see. But I don't know, because that Call of Duty looks nice.
like
Um,
Microsoft's even having their conference on that Sunday because they don't want to be overshadowed like they usually are with their Monday conference under Sony. Usually it's Microsoft in the morning, Sony at night. By the end of the day, no one's talking about Microsoft at all.
well, that's always a problem with those conferences like that.
Well, yeah, so that's
Always
why
go
they're
based off
going.
the last thing you see.
Yeah,
But
that's why they're going a day earlier this time.
it makes
Which
sense. I
smart on
think that's
them,
why
but
EA does theirs way before. They're like have people talk about it for a day, and then no one will ever talk about it for the rest of the week. But
I just
you know,
checked what games Microsoft has confirmed to be showing at E3.
sure.
State of Decay 2, an indie
Okay.
game.
Ooh.
That's
Well,
the only game on their list confirmed.
it's from Microsoft directly though.
Yeah, but even still, like even in their like little like rundown of their event, there's no game like mentioned. The only thing confirmed is it's expected to announce further details around the Xbox Project Scorpio.
Mm,
And again, they keep calling it the Xbox One Project Scorpio. It's still an Xbox One. Like
right, because it's supposed to work with all of them, which
I know.
that's going to hamper the system. But at the same time, it's not because like it's
Ugh.
not going to. I don't. I mean, it's just another version of their system essentially. Basically, it's like you're fine with the Xbox One, but if you will have a 4K TV, buy this instead. So I get it. I just want to see it. Apparently, they don't have games for it, but I want to see it. It should be cool. I don't know. This is I don't know. They should just partner up with Nintendo, honestly. But and just have Nintendo stuff work on PC, and then ditch the Xbox, and they just have PC. I don't know.
Oh my god.
People just need to build PCs. But
You
anyway, so going to the next one.
Next up, we have Bethesda.
So all I know about Bethesda, they make Elder Scrolls and they make Fallout. That's all I know. And Fallout
And
apparently kind of
Diablo and
Diablo. No, that's Blizzard.
oh yeah, right. What am I thinking? Sure.
But so basically,
Doom.
Fallout
Doom is what I'm
Fallout
thinking
kind of
of.
flopped. Oh, Doom's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
But like they are going to be maybe talking about the new Elder Scrolls thing, right?
hmm
Which
They just came out with that new.
Oh.
They just came out with that
it's
new
like
game.
an expansion for an online something, right?
Yeah. They just came out with that new game, Prey.
Oh, that too. That actually looked pretty good.
Yeah, I heard it was amazing. I didn't get a chance to play it at all, but I heard it was really good.
Yeah, so like I don't know. It's like I don't expect anything, but I'll probably tune in maybe for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure like catch most of these press conferences, but like I have nothing really of like interest or like expectations out of these.
I mean, that's the problem with the smaller ones. It's that you know, you don't ever expect much and you kind of throw it to the wayside. Like apparently Devolver Digital is having one too
Mm.
on the same day just later on. Like I don't even know what that company is. Like honestly, I'm gonna look at it now. I don't even know. Did they make Fallout? It looks like. Oh no, they made. Did they make? No, they look like the ones that made BioShock with the American flag.
No, that's not what that is either.
Well, if you look at Devolver's logo, it looks like that.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the games they make.
Oh, they made Hotline Miami?
Yeah, it's a bunch of little games. Looks like.
Oh, and what in the world are they going to be showing at this thing?
I don't know.
Serious Sam. I don't even know what that game is. Apparently, it's a shooter game.
Keep vamping. We'll be right back.
All right. Well, so does anyone know anything about this company? I really don't know actually. Devolver Digital. So it's kind of weird though because well not weird but it's gonna be their first ever press conference. So it's kind of cool if you somehow like their stuff because basically we're talking about the 11th now. So the 11th is Sunday and Yeah, so you have Microsoft starting it off 2 p.m. Eastern. I guess Eastern actually. I don't know. And then you have Bethesda later on. Then you have Devolver Digital. Those are the three for the day. So you go for Microsoft, big company. Then you go to Bethesda. They're there. And then Devolver Digital, no idea. So it'll be interesting, I guess, to say the least. So I guess I'll tune in or something. I don't know. And welcome back.
What'd you find? Anything?
No, I didn't look much more into it. I was just kind of
I
recapping the
I
schedule.
thought Devolver Digital was like Digital Homicide, which that's a whole other bucket of clams, but it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I'm looking at the games like
oh, the Swords of Ditto, new action RPG just announced.
Talos Principle 2, Serious Sam 4.
Oh, this Swords of Ditto thing looks kind of cool.
What are you looking at?
The Swords of Ditto.
What is that?
I'm gonna link you to this. It said like an action RPG.
Is it by Devolver Digital?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like the octopus.
2018. It's coming to PS4 and PC. I would consider this for the PC.
I like the art style.
Hmm.
It looks very like Zelda, like Four Swords.
Oh.
I mean, it's interesting, but again, like I don't know why this like I don't know why they need their own press conference. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like that's why I'm intrigued. I think it looks cute though.
Yeah, it looks very cute.
Keep an eye on that game, everyone.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Next
So,
up, we have the PC gaming show.
which that's always like the most trolly one for Twitch if you ever watch that, because
I
literally
have.
every other post on Twitch chat is about Gabe Newell and the rumors of the future of Half-Life 3. But I I don't know. I never know what to expect from this one because it's like random PC games that maybe people care about, not really, or
It'll include presentations from Bluehole, Bohemia Interactive, Creative Assembly, Cry Games, Microsoft, Nexon, Paradox Interactive.
what do you mean Nexon? That's Nexon. They make Maple Story.
I've never heard of it, so Paradox
What?
Interact. I never played that stupid game that you played.
You never played Maple Story?
No, I played Habbo.
That's Sioux Lake. Oh my god.
Paradox Interactive, Raw Fury Games, and Tripwire Interactive.
How do you not know? Oh,
What have they done besides Maple Story? I'm looking at them right now. Maple
They have
Story,
50.
Mabinogi, Combat Arms, and Vindictus. Maple Story came out 2005. I've never played it once, alright?
Maple Story is fantastic.
I don't care.
Oh. You are an ignorant mother.
Why
But-
should I... Get, in 5 words or less, sell me on Maple Story.
Well, it's fun with friends. Is that 5 words?
That was exactly 5 words.
That worked way too perfectly.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yep.
Alright, let's move on to the next thing.
Well,
Alright.
all I'll say though about the PC gaming thing is that I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's not bad. Like basically like the Bluehole company, they're the ones that are making the new popular player unknown battlegrounds, or as people shorthanded to PUBG.
Okay.
But that's basically H1Z1. If you
Okay,
played that,
yeah, I know that.
it's basically almost like a better version of H1Z1.
Gotcha. Well, isn't that already? They came out on the 23rd of March.
Well, no, it's technically still beta.
oh, early
so-
access, yeah.
That's where it's like I don't know what they're really going to show that's that different at the PC game show. Like the game is already very popular. People really like it, and there's nothing really wrong with it. Like they basically improved upon H1Z1. People like that kind of survival, whatever. You get dropped down with a parachute. So like I I don't really know their goal being there, but like that might be exciting. So might be kind of cool to look out for. Maybe they'll announce when it's actually being released, even though I don't know if that's much of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, moving on.
All right, next up we have Ubisoft.
Oh, so this is where I had the depressing note in our outline.
Is she really not going to be here this year?
That is what the people on that The No thing said.
Oh, the no is awful.
Hey, I like that Ashley Jenkins.
Oh no! Oh fuck no! She's the worst. I
Oh,
hate her.
she's good.
I hate her.
Really?
She has no idea what she's talking about. She's like, I consider her a fake gamer girl,
Yeah, but I don't care.
and she's ugly.
Take that back.
Nothing about her is attractive.
Take that back.
Absolutely not. Ashley Jenkins, I'm sure you're a lovely person. I am not attracted to you in any way, shape, or form.
Take that back.
No.
You better
Have
be
you
in
seen
love with
Mika
her.
Burton?
Who?
Have you seen Mika, the other girl on the no?
Is that the other one?
Mika Burton.
Is that the other one? Oh yeah, that one. Why? You're saying she's better?
Oh, 1,000 times better.
No.
Mika, if you're out there, call me.
Oh, because she does these random Overwatch cosplays. Get out of here.
No.
I searched her on Google, clicked images. I see the Diva cosplay.
So?
That's why you like her and you don't like Ashley Jenkins.
Ashley Jenkins used to be a suicide girl.
Ooh.
You didn't know about that?
No, I just watched those random videos because I was like watching like 300 episodes of Switch things on YouTube per
Look
day.
up Ashley Jenkins suicide girl.
I could get on board with this.
Oh my god, you're the worst. Barbara Dunkelman is better.
Who in the world is that?
Look her up. And she's
Barbara?
Jewish.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're Jewish.
That's like your selling point, apparently. Oh, she's Canadian.
Yeah.
Barbara, who is this?
She's on Rooster Teeth.
Oh, so Thomas loves that.
You know the no is Rooster Teeth, right?
I just found that out. I'm also slightly depressed by that fact. But, because also, do you know that one guy on that thing?
Which one?
I think his name is Gus.
Yeah, Gus Sorolla.
His head is gigantic.
Yeah.
That man, like, if you watch a video, his arms are so small and his head is so big.
So?
Like, it is disturbing, but I respect that man. Because it seems like he still gets the ladies.
He's been married for like 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, he's like 45, 50-ish, I think.
There's no way that man is 50.
He's
Wait,
close.
what's his last name?
Sorolla.
How do you spell that? C?
Just Gus Rooster Teeth.
Ugh.
He'll pop right up.
Clouding that on my search history.
He's
39.
He's 39.
Wow, the first picture that shows up. Oh my god. Wow, he has been. Wait, Esther Sorolla.
That's his wife.
No way.
Yes.
She's not that bad looking.
She isn't. Why would she be?
Good for Gus. I'm happy for that man. I'm actually genuinely happy for that.
He built the fucking Rooster Teeth company.
He did?
He's one of the founders.
Who even is this guy? Who is Rooster Teeth?
Josh.
I really don't know.
Well, first of all, you know what Rooster Teeth stands for, right?
No!
Cockbite.
What?
Rooster, cock, teeth, bite. They made Red vs. Blue. They made
Machinima?
They made Ruby. They made $1 Million Butt. How do you not know what Rooster Teeth is?
I thought it was just some one guy.
No, it's an entire company based in Texas.
With like a user... I thought it was a guy with a username Rooster Teeth.
No, that's their channel. But the Achievement Hunters, $1 Million Butt, the slow-mo guys, all that is Rooster Teeth. It's a huge company.
I don't get it.
They've made movies.
I really don't get it.
How do you not get it?
I need to research this later. I like the shirt though that Thomas has. He has some Achievement Hunter shirt. It looks cool.
Rooster Teeth has amazing shirts.
But
the Rooster Teeth podcast, the lab.
Thank you, Mr. Slayer. He has no idea. See, I don't know. I just hear Thomas rant about Rooster Teeth all day, and I'm like, yeah, he's some guy. Like, I really had no idea. Like,
Josh, I need to show you the world of Rooster Teeth. There's so much here to know.
it sounds like this like bootleg indie cult. I don't know,
They
but
started out making the frickin' Red vs. Blue videos
that
years
was
ago.
Machinima.
No, that was Rooster Teeth.
No, it
They
wasn't.
used the program Machinima.
That's a program.
Yes,
Thought it was a company.
it is now.
Oh.
They made the program.
I don't know anymore. How do I not, Hunter? Don't call me out. I don't know. I don't know these
Yo,
things.
shout out to Hunter in the YouTube chat. Thank you, Hunter. How do you not?
Uh, I don't know.
All right, moving along. Back to Ubisoft. We got way off course there.
Oh, so really, there's no. I heard it from that, which apparently a Rooster Teeth, not Machinima, something, whatever. That no Aisha Tyler.
Okay.
That's depressing. She was the only reason why I even watched
Exactly.
Ubisoft.
She's why. Exactly.
So I have no reason to now watch their conference.
All Ubisoft says too is the conference will be at June 12th at 1 p.m. And there's like there's 5 games that they have showing off that we know of so far.
I mean, there's the rumor though that Assassin's Creed, right?
Yep,
You were saying that the other day,
they're showing off the new Assassin's Creed.
right?
They're showing
So
off. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to bring up the fact that whatever happened with that Star Trek game,
It came out and it's good.
really?
Yeah.
You're talking about the Star Trek VR game?
All
where you
5
sit
people in the room. Yeah, it came out and it's good apparently.
and it's good.
Like it's like not like game of the year, but apparently it does what it promised.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Star
All right,
Trek.
so yeah,
Star Trek Bridge Crew came out May 30th. Yeah.
what else are they doing?
The Crew sequel.
Is that the Star Trek game?
No, The Crew is that driving game.
Doesn't sound notable. Okay.
Far Cry 5, which they just showed the trailer. Have you seen the trailer for this game?
No, but I know Far Cry is a good series.
Dude, this one's pushing all the buttons of America right now.
Is it political now?
It kind of is. It's about
Are you linking me or no?
I don't have anything to link really. You can look up the trailer. Oh yeah, just look at the cover of the game. Here, look at this, and you can see why already it's like edgy.
Oh God, I'm afraid.
Well, just look at that imagery there and tell me what you think.
You just click this. Oh, it's still not even bigger. Oh my God. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
It's like takes place in Nebraska or something like or Montana.
Oh dear Lord.
And you're fighting a religious political cult that has
God.
kidnapped an entire town, and there's a war between like them, and they're like forcibly baptizing people in this political party and like all this militia stuff.
I mean, I give them credit. That actually sounds very compelling.
It sounds cool. The gameplay looks amazing and it looks impressive as hell. But like, my God, they're trying to like trigger someone. I feel like.
I would say so.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but
pretty cool. Comes out next February.
Yep, I'm excited to see more from Far Cry 5 actually.
Okay, so well, I guess you're gonna be excited to tune into Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, Ubisoft usually like it's never the best, but it's always better than like the other ones.
Well,
Like the lower tier ones, not the main 3. They're also showing off a new Just Dance game, which lol. They're showing off the South Park game because that got delayed by like a full year. Like last year during E3, they showed off that game. Like, oh, it's out this October. Then it got pushed to this December. Oh, then sometime next year. And now it's coming out October this year.
And you're saying they're gonna show it again?
Yeah, it's on their list.
Well,
hey,
it was good, but like,
yeah, it's gonna be great. They need to release it. I don't want to see more. I just want to play the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's a waste of their time. But I guess for people that didn't realize or remember now, and it's like, hey, and
now we don't know where this game's gonna fall between Nintendo and Ubisoft, but there's the Rabbids Mario crossover game for Switch.
Oh yeah, they're gonna probably be the ones announcing that, right?
Probably, I would think so.
Which, I mean, we talked about it a little bit. I mean, could be fun, maybe.
That artwork looked pretty funny. I want to see what the gameplay is.
Looks very trolly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Ubisoft. I'm just without Maisha Tyler. It's gonna be sad, but
Uh, yeah. So I don't know. It'll be cool. I'll check it out. And also, I forget if we announced the timeline here. So I've been trying to go over the timeline too.
oh yeah,
So,
Ubisoft is gonna be that.
well, well, to go back, then the PC Gaming Show is the one that's going to be starting on Monday, and then
Tuesday,
Ubisoft is coming
Tuesday, you
on,
mean? Oh, Monday. You're right. Yeah, Monday.
and then Ubisoft's going to be coming right after that. So in
Yep.
timeline, um, and then later on in that day, so same day now, but in the evening we have Sony, which it's weird. I thought that there were apparently some people that are really hyped because of certain games that they're going to be showing, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It's one of those. It could actually be kind of a mixed bag. I feel like you'll like it a lot at the end of the day, regardless.
This
But
Sony is in a very delicate spot right now because they need to prove themselves. The PS4 Pro that came out is garbage. The games they've been releasing have been good lately, very good games, but they're getting to the point now where like there's not many. Like they need to start actually releasing some games. Like they've been announcing a lot of stuff, but not actually releasing it. Like Horizon Zero Dawn was the last great PS4 game, I think.
well, what do you mean last? I mean that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, but like try to think before that. What was there after that? Before that for Sony exclusive.
uh, I
Like
I have no idea.
here's the thing: at their show last year, they showed off Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
Comes out at the end of this month.
Oh.
Days Gone, Death Stranding, Detroit Becoming Human, the new God of War game.
Did you just say Detroit?
Yeah, Becoming Human, the that David Cage game.
Oh.
It looks amazing. The new God of War game, Gravity Rush 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Last Guardian, and Spider-Man. That's what they showed off last year.
Oh.
Of all those games, we got Last Guardian and Horizon Zero Dawn. And Gravity Rush 2, I think.
Mm.
So those 3 games, which 3 really great games, but like there's so much more that like if they just do a replay of all those games, then
I'm sorry.
you okay?
I'm just looking at Fong's thing. Thank you, Fong. Hi.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Like,
So
do you see what I mean? Though, like that's a lot
no,
of.
I know.
They showed off a
Yeah.
lot of games last year. All those games
They're
are
not
great,
out.
and they're not out yet. So if we go through E3 and like, oh,
Right.
here's more Death Stranding, here's more Detroit, here's more God of War. See you
Yeah.
next year.
Honestly, that's true. I know that's true. God of War is going to be a big thing, but
God
they
of War-
already did it. Like they did stuff with it.
Exactly. So they're gonna show us more, which is fine. But like, when's the release date? Holiday 2017. We can only hope. They already confirmed that we're not gonna see any more Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy this year. Those effers.
Whatever happened to that?
They're still working on them.
How does one work on that for like 15 years and not have
Since-
anything?
Since I was in middle school, they've been working on it.
Like, whatever happened?
I don't know.
You were at Buffalo Wild Wings.
They announced it. They said it was now in development.
Oh. Oh man.
I'm still waiting.
Sad. Sad
Again,
times.
Sony has the most potential right now to do what they want, but like I'm so afraid they're gonna start retreading, which they haven't retread in the last 3-4 years. They've been like kicking butt, but I think this is the year where if they don't impress, this is their downfall, and Microsoft can finally take them over. If the Scorpio is good, like really like blows us out of the water with good games, and Sony doesn't do anything to innovate or like pump up the jam, pump it up, then
Well, here's the thing. What if they show Walking Dead guy in oil again, but with a toddler?
they did
How
that.
will that?
They did that already.
That was a baby.
Yeah.
Toddler's like 3 to 4.
No, but
How would that sell
no,
you?
we saw the toddler. Did you not watch the second Death Stranding trailer?
No.
Well,
All right, you know what?
I guess it was,
Put him in oil and show a Benjamin Button product or something. I don't like an old
that.
guy.
That's a Kojima game though. Those Kojima games, like people will lose their shit over Kojima.
Whatever happened to Shenmue 3?
It's coming out. I think like this month, or it's out, or like
No
this
way.
year.
No way.
Shenmue 3 coming out December 2017. Yeah. December 2017 coming out. So we're gonna see that probably.
Oh, give me that. Yeah. That's coming out for both systems. Wow.
Yeah,
Cool. I like that.
yeah.
Um,
Again, like Sony already has their VR headset out. They already released the PS4 Pro. The only way they can like really like trip us up is if like PS5 is announced. If they do that, they throw the entire playbook into the pool.
that's true. That
But
is true.
I can't see them doing. But at the same time, like maybe.
I, I, I mean, I just don't know. I don't even
Well,
like.
that's we don't know anything. This is why we're having a 2 hour
You're
long
right.
podcast about us guessing and theorizing.
That's true. But I mean, it's just like uh, I I don't know. I think you're gonna love Sony regardless. I think you're just gonna love it.
Sony's going to show off more of The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, but even you know what they're gonna be showing, but I know you're gonna love it. I really just know you're gonna love it. You're gonna tell me it's great. You're probably gonna say Nintendo beat it this year because you're in love with the Switch and everything about it, which I cannot fault you for. But I think you're gonna love Nintendo. Then Sony's gonna be a close second. I think that's what you're gonna say.
Well, that's what happened.
That's all.
That's what happened last year, pretty much. Where I think last year I still awarded Sony the best, but Nintendo was right up there with them because it became quantity over quality. Where Sony showed a lot of what I liked, but Nintendo showed me something I really, really, really liked, but only one of it.
Mm. I agree with Fong though. Video games are dead. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, board games where it's at.
Yeah, but that involves actual interaction in person.
I like that though.
I'm not about that life. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
It's just it's tough to get people together sometimes.
Guess
That's
who
why
got?
video games are
Guess who
great.
just got invited to board game night?
I never got invited to board
I was
game
gonna
night.
make you my taco dip.
You put cream cheese in that anyway.
So,
I don't like cream cheese.
but you like the dip anyway.
Yeah, because I try to minimize the cream cheese.
Fair enough. I'll make you one without cream cheese next time.
Oh yeah.
If
Invite me.
tell me that. I didn't know you didn't like cream cheese. I would have
No, because I'm not the only recipient.
Yeah, but like when it was just you and me for Pokemon night, I would have made it without cream cheese.
You didn't even make it. Oh, you did make it.
I did make it.
Oh.
The Ultra Ball, remember?
Oh yeah, that was cool. No, because you had to do it because it was necessary component to make the Ultra Ball.
No, it wasn't. It was the bottom layer.
What was the white?
White cheddar.
Oh. I don't know. I thought it was good. But either way, yeah, okay, whatever. Are you invited, Cousin Thomas? I don't know. I've never even been invited yet, so I have no idea.
Hey, if I can get enough people to like meet up on the regular for like a monthly board game night, I will definitely do that.
You want to see that Spooderman game? I don't blame you. That doesn't look bad.
Fong, who's making that Spooderman game? Was that Activision? No, that was
I think it was Activision.
No, that was Insomniac.
Oh, you're right.
Ratchet and Clank people.
You're right. Do you see that other comment, by the way?
What? Catan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Catan.
Well, don't make me play it.
Why?
I hate that game.
Oh, it's fun.
No, it's impossible. I hate that game. Can never win.
We'll play the kid version then.
Ooh. No, I hate that game.
Okay, wait. So wait, I just pulled up Microsoft's things from last year.
Cuphead.
Dead Rising 4.
Mm-hmm.
It came out. It was okay.
Okay.
Forza Horizon 3. It came out. It was okay.
Whatever happened to that game that was called like 1852?
The Order 1852
Yeah.
came out. Was beautiful. It's a 4-hour game for $60.
Okay, here's the thing. Did I actually get that correct? Like year exactly?
Oh, no, you did not.
Fair enough. I was like, I just kind of threw it out there. But
The Order 1886 is the game.
all right. Wow, I was actually really close. But you know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I knew what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Halo Wars 2 came out. It was okay.
Came out in February. It was okay. Yeah.
Gears of War 4
Came out
in October.
end of the year.
Came out October last year. I heard it was okay.
Yep.
Inside, we have not played yet. Heard that's
Right.
amazing, but it's on
Right.
Xbox exclusive.
I have it on Steam.
Killer Instinct, heard it's great. Minecraft, it's fucking Minecraft. Recore,
Hey, they just came out with it for the Switch too.
yeah, Recore came out, heard it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Scalebound, they canceled it. Sea of
Really?
Yeah, they did. That was the whole like controversy this year.
Oh.
Sea of Thieves came not out yet, but it's by
Oh,
Rare.
Lord.
It's that pirate
Oh.
game.
That is the dumbest game ever.
So you look at all Microsoft games. All of Microsoft games are out. Like everything they have here is either out or canceled.
Ugh.
Where you look at
So that means they're
Sony,
gonna come out and impress. I don't know.
I
Yeah, and Sony has nothing that's actually been out.
Sony's just gonna repeat their last year. I really don't know what's gonna happen this year. It's gonna be such a shit show. Oh, Josh, we should also mention for you, Harvest Moon, Light of Hope for the Switch.
For the Switch.
Yeah,
Is that for
NPC.
PC? Yes.
Yeah,
Oh baby, I will check that out
Natsumi Games.
because I'm not expecting Animal Crossing anytime soon. So that might be what'll hold me over in that. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, that's about it though. That's Sony. So Sony is that Monday night, and then the next day is Nintendo, which we already talked about.
Well, and then we could talk about the other thing that Nintendo put out a couple weeks ago or a week and a half
Keep in
ago.
mind this was not Nintendo that put this out.
Right, it was Hori,
Hori.
who does work closely with Nintendo, but
They are making keep going. I'll let you can finish.
they're they put out some plans essentially of a headset that they're going to be bringing for Nintendo's Online, which got delayed until 2018.
Which is a good move
But
on their point.
sure, but you know, finally the whole Switch's kind of shortcomings in design approach are kind of coming to light because now you they've been telling you about this app that'll be for online. It'll be like this hub for online. You can have whatever from there. And the Switch natively doesn't have that really built in, or at least not enabled currently. So the biggest thing with that is that now if you want to play with people online and like you have a traditional headset or something, you need essentially a splitter to where it connects to your phone to activate the voice stuff,
No.
and you need the game sound from your Switch. So it kind of creates some of these problems to where unless you're making something Bluetooth, it's a lot of wires essentially, and then you have problems if you plug it into a dock because then you need a long wire, you need to buy an extension thing, and all of that is to just play online with people.
Keep in
And
mind, this is Hori's idea of how they think it's going to work. That's not confirmed by Nintendo at all.
sure,
The way they designed the app was, since the Switch is a portable console, they pictured you like, let's say you're on the go and you want to play your Switch like on like a long ride, that you would
hmm
use your phone's native internet abilities to be
hmm
the receiver for your Switch.
right,
So you would do the talking through the app. You connect your internet to the Switch through your phone, all
hmm
that way.
hmm
If you just want to talk to someone, you only need a pair of headphones into the phone.
hmm
The Hori headset is if you want the audio from the game, the audio from your friends, everything connected together into your headset like that,
uh-huh.
which you don't necessarily need. It's kind of like the original Turtle Beach headsets for
Yeah,
like
they had the splitter stuff. The problem is you're saying that original Turtle Beach headset. You know how many years ago that was?
over
So it's
12,
kind of
15.
like, yeah, so it basically
Yeah, so Hori.
Nintendo again is behind
No.
on.
It's not Nintendo. This is Hori. Nintendo's confirmed
No,
that
it doesn't matter that it's Hori's product.
Nintendo came out and confirmed this is not how they're doing it.
Yeah, but
Hori has a special deal with
think
Splatoon.
about how they could do it. Unless they make it so they come up with a Bluetooth headset or they
Why do you need
actually
Bluetooth? Just
so
plug
you
it.
don't have to have all these
Just put
wires.
what you only need one wire from your headset to your phone.
Do you not realize that like then you want to hear the TV or you want to hear your thing in your hand? It's going to be kind of awkward because you already have stuff in your ears. Like it's going to slightly drown it out and
You're
distort
gonna hear a
because
conversation, which doesn't drown anything out.
it's way too conflicting. It's easier if you have everything in one hub, whether it's
Okay, then you have
in your ear or it's on the TV.
okay, then
It's
you have
weird having both at
then you have one wire
the same
you have
time.
one wire that splits into two. Then
And that's what they're dealing with in this situation. And the problem is that it gets weird with the docking feature. It gets really weird with that. That is the biggest problem.
yeah, but I wouldn't use that to dock.
Okay, I'll give you a great situation right here.
Okay,
You playing Splatoon 2,
okay,
or no, forget it. I'll do a game more up your alley. Play ARMS
okay,
online, and let's say you're doing that tag team thing, like 2v2,
okay.
right? So let's say you're playing with me. and you're at home.
Okay.
It's in the dock thing. Thank you, Fong.
Okay.
And so um, oh man, he's the meme man. But so you have it in your dock. We're
Yep.
playing, and
Yep.
we want to talk about it, do
Okay.
whatever. As we're playing, in like a ranked game. I don't even know if that's possible 2v2 online,
It is.
but sure. So let's say we're doing that. We're all hooked up. We got it in the dock. Got our pro controllers ready,
Okay.
but we want to talk about it too.
All right. Get on Discord.
Okay. And again, you have that headphone problem where you have the conversation in your headphones, but you have the audio from the TV, where it's
Why do
slightly different.
Why do I need the audio from the TV?
You don't want to hear arms.
No,
You just want to play silently.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Look, you're purposely limiting yourself
If I want to hear,
to accommodate
if I want to hear,
accommodate Nintendo's shortcomings in this area.
if I want to hear audio, I'll turn on my TV audio and you press to talk with you.
What do you mean press to talk?
I won't. I don't need to use headphones. I gotta take off my headphones right now and listen and play without having to do anything.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna hear all your game sounds when I want to try and talk to you.
No, I'll push to talk.
So I'll hear all the game sounds when you push to talk.
Yeah, which I will only probably be pushing when I don't need to talk anymore.
So you're purposely gonna push to talk while we're playing in the middle of the game.
I won't. No, I wouldn't push to talk while I'm playing. That's the entire point.
You're not gonna talk during the gameplay.
Why would you need to?
How would you not talk to someone if you're playing ARMS 2v2 and it's like, yo, look out for the guy on the right. Yo, wait, come over here, dodge that really quick. Like,
It's not.
oh, so I can't say any of that?
No, you can. I'll hear you.
Oh, I'll say it and then you'll be just there. Like,
Yeah. What?
no, that is the stupidest thing. Thank you, Fong. Strategy. Oh, that's the whole point. Like,
Yeah, but I don't see.
you just don't play enough of competitive online games with a bunch of other people.
You can't say that because I feel like you're making an issue out of a non-issue.
Why would you not want to talk to your own teammate
No, I'm saying
in the middle?
I'm saying that you can. I'm saying you could, but where is the issue then with the wires then coming in?
You plug it into the dock. Not everyone has a setup where the TV is like 1 foot away. Like, if I wanted to sit back in my bed and play this
Okay,
with it in the
they
dock,
come with 12 feet wires.
that's not 12 feet.
Did you not read the infographic?
It did not say 12 feet to my knowledge.
They put that little like dash over the wires to indicate that wasn't the length of the wire, and then in the FAQ thing underneath it said it was a 12-foot wire, 12 or 15 feet. I forget, it was one of those two. I think it was like two different models.
A crazy long wire, if that's true. But
That's how long the Turtle Beach headset ones are.
no, they're not that long.
Oh, yes,
At least
yes,
the one
they
I
are.
had was not that
Dude,
long.
the one that I use for my Xbox 360 could be from here over to my bed.
I don't know. Either way, still, even with all of that, the point is, it's 2017. Like, technology is better than that. Like, you can't deny that. Like, technology is a lot further ahead than that.
Yes, and Hori is behind, but Nintendo is not.
With Nintendo's current situation, I don't see how it's going to be that much more
Well, then
in line.
until you can't judge. We'll see what Nintendo says.
Well, seeing this first step in a reputable company that has been making actually very nice accessories, by the way.
I hate Hori.
I love the $15 case that I have from them. It works really well. But, so it's just disappointing. But it's something that, no one was really talking about. But the problem has been there the whole time. So unless Nintendo somehow finds a way, which really only seems like Bluetooth or something, but then their Pro Controller does not innately have that for voice. So I don't know. I think it's a problem, and hopefully they'll sort it out. Oh yeah, Hori actually did make an exclusive stick for the Switch, so I wonder if people will be using that for even like Pokken Tournament. But
like I'm looking at the infographic here, and there's a wire from the headset into the splitter, and that's what's into the console and the phone.
mm-hmm.
Where's
you don't see that as sort of like an issue or a problem or a lot to do?
How does any modern day console do that?
What?
If I wanted to use a headset for my PS4 right now, how would I do it?
Most of the time, the really good headsets right now, like even like the
Besides the Bluetooth ones and all that. But,
no, like Hyper 9X or whatever, all those things. I think that works with PS4, Xbox One. All you gotta do, you plug it into the controller. and it gives you game audio and voice audio. So that's it. You're plugging into the controller. You take that wherever you are sitting. This one, you have to plug it into the system because the controllers are not built with audio capability. They missed out on such a key component that is crucial in online play because Nintendo's normally not an online play kind of thing.
I,
That is their biggest mistake.
I don't
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what.
It's such a
No,
problem.
I don't think it is.
How is it
I
not?
think there's something that we're missing here, honestly.
Nintendo's thing, it requires the use of a smartphone. And first of all, that's going to also take a battery on your phone. So if you're not being careful, your phone could die while you're busy playing because you're not exactly checking it, but you have to use the app, and who knows how much it's going to drain.
Yeah, keep on. This is for on the go, though.
You're going to use this to play online. Like, you
Yeah.
cannot avoid the use of a phone. Even if you're like, oh, well, Discord. What are you going to use Discord on?
Use the one on the computer.
You're going to have your computer, your Switch. Like,
I'm right next to my Switch.
okay, that's for your situation. Like, for me, it's across the room. Like, first of all, like, that's then making you so dependent on so many other, it's adding so many steps for no reason. It makes it a lot more complicated than it should be looking at its competition. It really is.
Until I see the app itself or Nintendo's official headset, I really can't say one way or the other on this.
I don't see how it's not alarming from the second you hear it. Like, maybe because I grew up playing a lot of Call of Duty, a lot of Halo, and a lot of whatever.
Believe me, I've played a lot of Borderlands 2. I played a lot of Destiny. I've played a lot of games that required the entire online the setup with the headset. Also, I feel like we've moved past that though as a culture, and I feel like what Nintendo's doing is actually more innovative than most things out there. I think we don't fully understand it, and that's why we're so like, because looking at this hoary headset here, yeah, I see the limitations to that, but at the same time, I don't think we're seeing the entire picture.
Nintendo's dead set, at least for the moment, on doing a smartphone app, a separate independent app, meaning no voice capability innately in the system itself.
Okay.
That is the biggest problem. It's coming back to bite them.
Why is
and
that?
I agree with Funk. Who wants to play online on the go? First of all, that requires Wi-Fi. It requires a strong enough signal to maintain it.
That's what your phone is for. That's what they said.
Oh, so I'm going to use up my not unlimited data to make a hotspot?
Yeah, stop being cheap. Get unlimited.
Well, that is segregating so much of their market for little kids. How are little kids all going to be running around with unlimited data? Like,
because
that's the worst argument. Like, just get unlimited data. Like,
everyone offers unlimited right now except AT&T.
Well, I have Verizon. I don't have it, but you know,
why not? You can get it now. It's unlimited.
Oh, I'm just going to pay more. Like.
It's probably
and it does eat more battery. When you make a hotspot, it eats more battery. Like, the whole thing is, why does Nintendo then make me have to use another device, waste that, pay more for phone service and phone data? Like,
wait, Tyler, you
just put it in the controller, and they didn't. It's too late. Too late to do that.
You just told Fong who wants to play online on the go anyway.
I know. And you're telling me, no, but they do. And I'm saying, well, how would they? And there you go.
But you just said that you're not going to do that probably.
First of all, for all the reasons, I don't have unlimited data.
Okay.
It drains your battery like crazy.
Okay.
And it doesn't really just fit what I normally want to do. If I'm playing online, I'm playing like a ranked game. I'm not going to sit there walking around on the street playing this thing.
Okay, so how does this affect you then?
It's so broken on the face.
I don't think so.
It's so inefficient. It's so behind the times. And the problem is you get clouded sometimes in this not exactly playing a ton of online, but also giving Nintendo a free pass a lot. And this is where you can't give them a free pass. You just look at it.
We don't know how it works yet.
It's not the point of no. Here's the thing. Nintendo doesn't have to officially release something without just looking at the specs and seeing the picture for yourself. Like, you can look at the specs and what's available, and you think, how else can you do this? There are very limited ways to deal with separate things combining to make this voice thing work.
What if they announce tomorrow that there's a USB headset and they upgrade the software to plug it in?
Where in the world are you going to put do you mean the USB-C?
Yeah.
Then what are you going to do for all the people that are not, like, I don't know. You can't even...
If you look at the dock has USBs in the dock. You could use those. If you're on the go, the dock has the USB.
How in the world are you going to play with Joy-Cons then? Let's say you play with a Joy-Con grip. There's
Okay.
no USB-C. You're gonna have the thing in the dock. Where are you gonna plug in another? Like,
Wait. What are you talking about?
there's no USB-C port on the Joy-Cons, right?
Okay.
And if you use the Joy-Cons in the Joy-Con grip to play Splatoon, for
Are you
example,
talking about on the go or at home?
wherever, where would,
The
well, okay, mainly at home in the dock,
Okay.
where would you put the USB-C adapter for a headset?
You would use the USB in the dock itself. Have you opened up the back of your dock? There's USBs.
You're playing on the Joy-Cons in the grip.
Yes.
You have the thing in the dock.
Yes.
You're sitting 10 feet away.
Yeah.
How does that work? You have a really long wire,
Yeah.
and that's acceptable?
Is it not?
So it's saying, oh, we'll spend $70 to buy the Pro Controller to make this actually work. Also, here's the thing. They want the cell phone app. They want that app. So what are you saying? They're going to trash the app? Are they not going to use the app anymore? Is it just going to be a little nice bonus edition? I don't think that's what it is. They're saying that is their hub of the voice stuff. You're going to
No.
have to use your phone.
Well,
So how does the use of a random, like, you're still going to have a splitter then? You need to split into your phone, even if it's on the controller. You have to still put it in your phone.
then like see how I'm talking right now with like my headset on, plugging my computer.
Mm.
I know you want the audio like separate and whatnot. You don't need it like that.
What are you? What?
Like
What in the world is your argument
like
here?
like right now. Here, watch
Yeah,
this. Watch
you are.
this.
You can watch a video, and you can. I don't see. You're talking about the PC. You're talking about now saying for the Switch comparison.
Okay, so right now I'm listening to you. This is the voice chat right now, you and me. And right now I'm
Right.
playing a casual game of 200cc Mario Kart 8 on my Switch.
Wow, look at you with the PC hooked up conveniently.
Pretend this is my phone.
Nintendo's thing is saying, "Oh, that's your phone."
Yeah, pretend it's my phone.
Sure.
So what's the issue?
Good luck hearing the game sound clearly.
I can hear it fine right now.
It's so stupid.
How is it stupid?
Okay, here's another argument for you.
Okay.
You're a kid at home. Your parents are trying to go to sleep, and you're the kid up to 3 in the morning.
Okay.
And they're like, "Yo, turn that down."
Okay.
And it's like, "Oh, well, I'll just plug in my headset while playing on my dock with my like."
No, I'll
It's
just,
so
I'll just turn it
stupid.
down. I can still hear it fine.
Oh my! You just make so many excuses for
I'm
Nintendo.
not
It is
making. We don't
ridiculous.
know how it works yet. I can't.
You're just way too flexible or oblivious with their lack of
No. Believe me, I understand from
whatever.
I understand from the outset. It looks like limitations. We don't know how it works yet. It could.
What do you?
I could be
You
wrong.
sound like this is like new technology. This is not new technology.
No, Josh. We don't.
At its core,
We-
it is very old technology.
We don't know Nintendo's plans for their online, for their voice chat. They said they're releasing a beta version of the app this summer. We don't have the app yet. You could be very well right. You could be 100% right.
No,
I'm
here's the
saying
thing.
it's-
Okay, I just want to say that you just literally said, "Oh, they're making the smartphone app." It's oh my god, it's so backwards. It's so stupid. Oh, they just had to make it in the system. That's all you had to do.
Maybe they'll.
That's
Maybe
all you had to do.
maybe they will.
And they're just gonna be like, "Oh, forget the smartphone app."
They might make
Like,
both.
It's kind of too late at this point. Well, except they did their whole Netflix of NES Classic games, but that's really easy fix. This is a totally different fix if they were actually investing money in this thing. But
No,
like,
because when they talk about the app was mainly for like parental control and for setting up games with your friends when you aren't at home. That was the two big things they highlight with the app.
huh?
Do you remember that thing like Bowser using the smartphone, blocking Bowser Jr.'s inappropriate games? And then there was
Right.
that thing like, "Hey guys, I'll be home in 10. Who wants to do a Mario Kart like thing?" Like,
Oh, and then it's like, well, hey, we're not going to talk to each other in the game because we can't, because it's inefficient. Like, it's so not well thought out, and it makes me think it was the stubborn old Japanese men that were sitting around at the Nintendo table, and the little treehouse people were tucked in the corner at the kiddie table, being like, no, that doesn't make sense. And like, I feel like that's how it went down. Like, that's
No.
probably an accurate depiction.
no, I think it's actually a very smart move on their part.
You think it is a smart move to have an independent smartphone app?
Yeah.
Really?
For a console that's marketed as mostly portable, I think it's an ingenious idea.
So you want someone to carry around that and the phone and use both? And
I
plug
carry
everything
my
in.
phone on a daily basis. I carry my Switch on a daily basis.
So you want wires galore as you're trying to walk around?
Wires galore! I'll plug this into my phone, which I do normally. I only need one wire.
Oh, I'm just at the even the bottom line. It is beyond inconvenient for today's technology,
I don't think
and
it
you have
is.
to agree. You
No,
have to agree with
I
that.
don't think it is.
Oh my God. And thank you, Slayer. I agree with that. Also, Fong, that is hilarious. Treehouse fighting for their rights. That is great. Oh my God. I can't with you, man. You just
Again, I could be eating my words in less than a month. I'm
I
not
just I'm actually shocked that you like refuse to like budge. I'm really shocked with that.
because they haven't shown us how it works yet, Josh. If Nintendo comes out and it's really as bad as you're making it out to be, and it's that convoluted and that complicated, yeah, I'll be pissed, alright? We haven't even seen how it works yet. You're basing off of a thing Hori put out that got a very negative reception. I am not denying that it didn't get negative reception. I understand that. We're not sure how it works.
Well, here's the thing. The emphasis is not on what Hori put out. The emphasis is based on what Hori put out. It brings to light the problems with Nintendo's online features. That is what's happening. And people are now focusing on that technological limitation based on what Nintendo set out to do in making the console.
But here's
That is what's coming to light. It is not Hori's fault. It is what they're trying to deal with. And how they're dealing with it is the proper way. It's just that technology was 10 years ago where people had to do all the splitter stuff to get different audio, to get to certain things. And it's just inefficient for today's time. And it's sad that, first of all, no one really picked up on it for a while, but also,
no one picked up on this. What are you talking about? This has been a contested thing for a while.
oh my God, not really.
Ever since they announced the app was going to control the
Yeah,
online voice
people
chat.
were like, what the heck? But then people just stopped because then Breath of the Wild came out. But it's also not an online game. But now more online games are coming out, and now this is becoming a problem, a real problem. And that's all I'm saying. And it's pretty alarming. And you don't have to look at what the company, you just have to look at what the technology is right there. And then unless they revamp everything, it's going to be inefficient. And I find that alarming.
Okay, fair enough.
That is all. I don't think it's that outrageous to say that either. But, you know,
I get you.
that is it for me.
Okay. Well, we ended that off on a lot more intense note than I thought we would.
Hey, Lamel.
Hey. Let's start to the chat real quick. Anything else you guys want us to talk about before we end it off for the night? Do you have any E3 predictions at all? What's everyone hoping to see? What's everyone expecting? What's the craziest
Wreck-It
idea?
Ralph 2.
Break the internet. Why did you just bring that up? Josh?
What?
Why did you bring up Wreck-It Ralph 2?
Oh. I don't know. It's what people are wanting to see.
Well,
Actually, I really don't care that much about that movie.
it comes out next year, so.
Wasn't it Sarah Silverman's becoming like a main character now or something?
She was a main character in the first one.
More of a main character.
No, she's the same amount. You. Did you see Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't think she was a main character?
She was like a side character, but present.
It's still about Wreck-It Ralph, so don't worry. She's still a side character then to you.
Good.
Jack Trenton hulking out on stage. Funny found.
Who in the world is that?
Oh my god. You'll know as soon as you see him.
Yep. Okay. I really want to see this like treehouse fighting for their rights thing, though. I really want to see that. It's like some civil war going on within Nintendo's headquarters. It'd be really funny, actually.
Reggie Fils-Aimé returning to his roots of Brentwood.
Oh my god, I would love to see that.
Oh my
If
god.
he somehow sneaked in a video of that and we were not aware of that being recorded, I would be so sad, actually. I'd want to be that guy in the background, like driving in the car and like randomly stop to be like, hey. Oh well. The man's got no Johns.
All right. Well, I think we've run our course here for the night. Like I said, E3 starts this Saturday. Set your clocks, your timers, your alarms for the EA press conference. Is when it starts
If you have
off.
a splitter, do that too. Set your splitter between your audio and your... No.
You and me are going to have words later, sir.
When does this end, though? Like, E3 is usually, like, until Friday?
Well, the last conference is Nintendo on Tuesday, but all the events go until Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, so Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got, like, almost a whole week's worth. Fun stuff.
We do.
Actually, literally a whole week's worth since it starts on Saturday, technically.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we'll be recording our live reaction to the Nintendo event. We will be doing a mini JK right after Nintendo's Direct. And we'll be back the week later for our post E3 roundup and talking points after I return from Las Vegas.
Wait, when is that?
So I'm leaving for Vegas on the 16th.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So I'll be back that Monday. I'll be off that Tuesday. So probably Wednesday, the week after that. But yeah, that's about it. Any last words, Joshy?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. Just look out for E3. It'll be interesting. At least.
It's going to be fun.
So, yep.
All right. Thank you for listening to the JK Podcast. Until next time, I've been Ken O'Connor.
And I'm Josh Brandon.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Peace.